Yo, what's up to everyone, man? What's good with y'all indeed? Welcome if you are new. What's up to everybody that's not new? What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all indeed? What's good with y'all indubitably indeed? Welcome if you are new. If you ain't new, still what's good? What's good? What's good indeed? I'm thinking that for this first page, I have like a rough idea. Yo, what's up, Baki? I have like a rough idea for this first page that I want to do. So that's what I'm thinking for this first one. I got a rough idea. I won't say too much, but I am looking to make this one a little bit more straightforward. Once you see it for what it is, you won't be able to unsee it. That's the only hint that I will give. I don't want this one to be too straightforward though. So if you do have some ideas, feel free to throw them out there. I'm all ears. I'm not gonna do everybody's request or everybody's suggestion, but if you do something that I like enough, I will definitely consider adding it. I'll definitely consider adding it indeed. What's up to everybody though, man? If you are new, as I was saying before, what's good? What's good? What's up with everybody? Oh, but this finds you in a good place, man. What's up to everybody indeed? What's good? What's good? Feels like it's been forever ago since I've last been on live stream, even though it was only a day that I missed. Feels like it's been like ages or something. I done missed a time skip. I done missed a time skip in the TikTok matrix. That's what it feels like. It's been no time at all, but no time is a lot of time. I think it's dependent upon how you look at it. But as I was saying before, what's up to everybody? What's good? What's good? I have just came back from New York today. That's what's up. What, you like, going like a trip or something? I've never really been to New York, but I've heard some crazy things about New York, man. I've seen like a lot of the wildlife videos people be talking about. It be New York. People talk about y'all. I know it's like a rodent problem. Y'all got pigeons, rats, roaches, all that, man. The whole ecosystem, the whole nature. That's what really be going on. It be a whole lot happening. I've never been myself. As much as I draw nature, I've never really been like amongst. I've dealt with pigeons and stuff before. Yeah, family trip. I was born there, so I had to go one time before the military. Yeah, that's definitely real. That's definitely real. Yo, what's up, Jalen? What's good, Kevin? That's definitely real. You definitely gotta get it in before you go off. You gotta see everybody because you never know. What are you drawing right now? I'm not gonna say. I don't want to reveal what this is until I'm a lot more into it. That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be the whole theme here. I don't want to say. I want to keep this one pretty focused, but I don't want to keep it so focused to where it's too predictable and it's too like narrow. I want to keep this one more open ended. If you have some ideas, feel free to throw them out there. But as I was saying before, I don't want this one to become just so narrow that it's overly like everything else that I've done. Everything else that I've done, I don't want this one to just be an exact repeat. You know, I want to leave a little bit of room for just a little bit of change. I might do something that's more out there. Something that's more out there. Give us a category. No. Elephants? Nah. Nope. Yo, what's up, Pink? It look like knight's armor. Hey, bro, it very well could be. I wanted this one to be. There's gonna be a theme. There's a theme, but I don't really think I want to follow like the exact same progression as a lot of my other pages. Medieval is that Kitsune. Thank you for the army too, Pink. Medieval AP. I don't know what that is. It's not Kitsune. It's a dragon go popular. No. Nope. Yo, thank you for the go popular too, Pink. And Mandalorian, dragon. No. Mandalorian, nah. Yo, y'all trying to cheat. It's not the Star Wars dude either. I repeat, it's not the Star Wars dude. Sub-Zero? No. I was looking at some gameplay from some of the older Mortal Kombats, but no. This one isn't really Mortal Kombat. I've done pages before. I've definitely done pages before, but that isn't what this one is. That is not what this one is. I do appreciate the Big 11 Heart Puffs too, Pink. Thank you for the Let 'em Cook and the goats. Chester Cheetah. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what Chester Cheetah even is, bro. You got no. You talking about the Cheeto dude? If you're talking about the Cheeto dude, that's definitely not who this is, bro. A knight, maybe. If it's you talking about the Cheeto dude, that's you and Nama for me, your princess. Nah, yo, you're getting straight to the point. You getting straight to the point. You think I'm gonna fight a dragon? What is Chester Cheetah? I have no idea. That man, he's just cooking stuff up on the fly. He's cooking stuff up on the fly. Oh, you mentioned the knight armor though. You know, you mentioned that. I'm thinking to myself like, I don't know, man. Fighting that dragon from Shrek, that's a task within itself. I might need to do a little bit more XP farming before I get to that point, man. A stormtrooper? No, this has nothing to do with has nothing to do with Star Wars, nothing like that. Draw Johnny Sans. I don't know who that is, G. You gotta lock in. No clue. No clue, no clue. Get a grip, bro. Get a grip. If you type in what I think you're saying, is the Elden Ring dude. No, actually, no. I've dabbled with I've like low key avoided Elden Ring, bro. I've went out of my way to avoid Elden Ring. I did dabble a little bit in Dark Souls. I like Dark Souls, but Dark Souls wasn't for me because Dark Souls is like low key hard. Dark Souls is not for the weak, bro. Dark Souls is not for the weak. The way you gotta learn the way that everybody be moving around, it's like you can't really just. The way that I would go about playing games like Skyrim, where you just kind of pick up a sword and just kind of go for it, is this JoJo's. No, this one isn't really nobody from like an anime or nothing. This one's gonna be pretty. This one's gonna be pretty grounded. Like no anime, nothing that's like overly anime. Chewbacca, and this ain't like the Star Wars dude either. I know that's came up a lot in the chat. Pikachu, Johnny Bravo. No, that's like that's dude from the show, right? I'm Arthur. Nah, this ain't Arthur Morgan. I'm still trying to figure out who dude was talking about. He said the Chester, the Cheeto dude. The Predator. The Predator. Nah, so cool, very romantic. I'm glad you're picking up on what's going on here. Indubitably. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No. No. This is not from the Turtles. And usually, like, I don't really be drawing the Turtles like that. If you catch me on her doing anything related to the Turtles, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'll probably be drawing the Shredder. I don't really draw the Turtles like that. I mean, I could completely turn a new leaf and change it up. Is it a dude praying with a break loaf? I don't even know what that means. Expeditiously. Yo, what's up, Sebastian? A knight? Perhaps, bro. Perhaps. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think you see. The Thinker. You got to tell me whatever it is that you think you see, and we can go from there. I'm not going to reveal it until the very end. Very end. So go ahead and don't blink. That's all I would always say. Don't blink at all. But I've been kind of on like a, I didn't get on last night, but I was watching some dude play Skyrim, and that's where like some of this came from. This isn't anything from Skyrim directly. It's just a rough idea. Yo, what's up, too? Yo, I might have missed it. What's up, Brandock and Strider? Avatar, a knight on his sword, Mandalorian. I see a knight, bro. A bread loaf. No, not drawing a bread loaf, bro. You must be hungry or something. This is not food. This has nothing to do with food. Genuinely nothing to do with food, bro. Hanzo. This is not Hanzo. Is it Waldo from Where's Waldo? Nah, this is Teen Gohan, bro. This is Teen Gohan. Can you do a Jester and a Princess? Maybe. I ain't gonna lie, probably not, but maybe. I'll see. In typical me fashion, I have to say I will see. I gotta just see what I'm thinking. Is this Boma? Definitely not. This ain't Teen Gohan either. I was trolling. This is not Teen Gohan. Hey, typical. You know how it has to be, right? I gotta keep it abstract and open-ended, but I wanted to have maybe like something. Unc hates his mods. What you mean? Oh, in typical me fashion. Bro, you spreading propaganda, Strider. You're spreading propaganda. I be showing nothing but love to the mods, man. We're like a family here, We're like a family. We actually want to draw like this. That's a glizzy. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. This has nothing to do with glizzy. I'm not drawing nothing. Nothing related to glizzy. Nah, lock in. Bro, you're Strider. You're spreading propaganda, bro. What are you doing? You're spreading propaganda to the masses. Is that really what we're doing right now? Is that the dude from guy from Knight's Tale? Nah. Spreading propaganda. Unc is just nonchalant pro max. Oh nah. Unc loves his minds. See, you're getting there, man. Unbox real quick. Wait, unbox real right now. I don't know why it took me so long to piece that together. Bro, what you want, the game? What you mean you're boxed? What does that mean? I'm boxed. You're cooked. It's over with, bro. It is completely over. I'm lost. You should be. That's the joy of the journey. You should be lost. It wouldn't be no fun if it was a straightforward path, bro. Change your username to Sigma Aura. Sigma Aura, I don't know. I don't know about Sigma Aura. That might like completely. That might just send me to the shadow realm. Sigma aura is insanity. Medieval warrior, perhaps. Sigma aura. That's a bit more chalant. You know. It kind of like takes away by if I change my name to Sigma aura, somebody definitely would take my name on here. I seen somebody else pop up on her who actually had a similar name. I didn't see them at first. Alucard. I don't even know what that means. You speaking in encryption now, bro. You speaking in like capture terminology. What are you drawing? You wouldn't believe it if I told you. You would not believe it if I told you at all. And how did you learn this? Bro, you gotta just slow down. Slow down and don't think too hard. Thank you for the goat too, Pink. Night surrendering. What are we drawing today? Thank you for the divine fingers too, Pink. Mandalorian. Is he kneeling? Nah. He's just doing what he does. What are we drawing today? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You would not believe me if I told you. But thank you for the shard of hope too and the fist bump too, Pink. I know that. Nah, he's doing tricks. No, he's not. Bro, doing tricks? Nah. He's just doing what he does. Whomever he may be. Whomever he may be. But I can run like the wind blows. I'm sure you can. Running like the now you're really speaking in riddles because what does that mean? I could run like the wind blows. What are you saying? You're saying something without saying whatever it is that you're saying. You're speaking in what is it, bro? You're speaking in riddles. Say whatever it is that you're trying to say. Don't talk to me in like bridge troll terminology. Thank you for the what's up too, Teeny? I need to get my life together, don't we all? Thank you for the level up sparks too, Pink. Does the He-Man characters, I don't know what you mean by that. Is he kneeling with a sword? Because you said you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Toms. Nah, this is Team Gohan, brother. The Knight from Golden Brown edits. I don't know. Is it Shrek? Nah. Unk level 20, only a few numbers until 69. You shooting for the big leagues. The big 6'9". Only 2 over 6'7". You know what? I respect that. That's you haven't been corrupted by the 6'7" mind virus. Forrest Gump. Jenny. I'm right. No, pal. You're not right. Hey, man. Forrest Gump and Jenny. It's over. Is it Ronald McDonald? Honestly. Perhaps. Yo, Gordy put the fries in the bag. Why are you telling that man? Why are you telling that man to put the fries in the bag, bro? Why are you telling that man to put the fries within the satchel? A camel, a knight? No, this is not a knight. Nope. Worst guesser. I mean, listen, man. He took my advice a little bit too. He listened to me a bit too much, right? He listened to me way too much. What is that magic with 2 inks that perform this perfection? It is structured chaos. That is the magic, not the 6'7" virus, but the Jason Diction germ. Nah, that's like some Weapon X stuff. That's like that dude from I think Resident Evil. The Jason Addiction virus. Nah, the Super Soldier Serum. King Arthur. Oh, Beekeeper. No. Homer Simpson. No, but that has came up more often than not. I'm not really that interested in drawing The Simpsons, but that has been coming up a lot. I waited a long time before I eventually drew it was Cubone. Because low-key Cubone had been asked for a lot during these live streams. I'm not like the biggest fan of Cubone and Marowak, but he came up so much to the point to where I'll eventually fold. Now, I say that with a grain of salt, though, because people are going to hear that and be like, oh, well, that means he might eventually draw Bonnie Blue if I keep asking. Yo, that's not what that means, right? Lock in. That's Jesus Christ. No. Full Metal Alchemist. No. I'm just saying that persistence is key within reason, bro. Persistence is key within reason. Because I don't want to put that out there because, like I said, sometimes people take it the wrong way. People take it the wrong way. Let me scroll down because my phone is like, I'm seeing the chat from my right, but I like to look at it in front of me sometimes too. That way it's not just only on my right. That way I gotta turn my head every time I want to see. Is he beekeeping the age? Yeah, he's beekeeping the time stone, basically. Somebody from Berserk. No. Kermit. Nah, this ain't Kermit. This is another frog variety. It's that dude from the story Frog and Toad. He's keeping the time stone. This ain't bro. Vike, nah. A Thundercat or a Silverhawk, perhaps. A samurai. No, a samurai would look a little bit different to this, but you're not that far off. Do 3D glasses work with your drawings? Of course, they do. They do indeed. I tend to not really show them. Over here though. What I'll do instead is whenever I'll be recording over my time lapses, I'll kind of go back to my pages and I'll record. It was something that I missed. The frog told be careful, this jar has death inside. He wasn't capping. I'm a great canvas too. It's trying to say a gladiator knight. Oh, gladiator Spartan. But here we go. Medieval SWAT team. What is it? Navy SEAL Team 6, Knight, Hellcat. I'm not drawing a Hellcat, bro. I'm not drawing a Hellcat, pal. Lock in. I'm not, I repeat, for the people in the back, I'm not drawing a Hellcat. And the people in the front, too. I'm not drawing a Hellcat. Draw on me. We might be able to make some arrangements. Watermelons? No. All right. You about to get sent to the shadow room asking me about Hellcats and watermelons, bro. So funny. Draw a scat pack? No. I got skill good night to it. Take it easy, Baki. The Witcher. He didn't say no. Prius Warrior. Nah, I'm about to send that, man. Because, you talking about watermelons, Hellcats, and chicken, bro. You got to pick your battles. I'm about to send you. Prius Warrior. I know Will Smith in the Night movie. I never seen anything like this before. You're truly one of God. God bless you too, bro. Draw a cross. I might put a cross on her somewhere. I might. I gotta see. I have to see. Anyways, before I get too distracted, a warrior. Some of y'all are getting warmer, some of y'all are getting colder. I'm curious to see where the night goes. I'm curious to see just where the night goes. As long as isn't the sword heart cross, or isn't it cross shaped already? Yeah, it's something. I mean, you can't really see like the tip of it, but yeah, I see the vision. It's something like that. I had something else I wanted to do on here too. So hey, bear with me. I'm pulling the reference up right now. Bear with me. But as I was saying before, to give a little bit of context, somebody was asking me about Dark Souls. I didn't really, to be completely honest, when you said the night goes, is it a night or a night? Yo, what you trying to capture? You trying to double step verification me? I'm not answering that question, bro, allegedly. I was watching dudes play Skyrim the other day, and that was like part of the inspiration. But I own Dark Souls, but I never got into Dark Souls. You know how you can have a game in your collection for a long time, but it'll just kind of sit and collect dust. I found that a little bit before I eventually just stopped playing, that I was just kind of buying games, bro. Like I would buy them, like, yeah, I'm gonna play this eventually, but I just kind of like lost interest. Do you do tats? No. He ignoring Arthur and Excalibur. That's not what's going on here. Is it The Rock? No. I got a little bit distracted actually, but it's not Arthur and Excalibur. It's something else entirely. And somebody asked me, how did I learn? I learned this through. You learn it through doing. You got to read some Elder Scrolls. Can you do The Mandalorian? No. It came up a little bit earlier, but no. I'll be honest, not right now. I've been kind of speaking on doing some Star Wars people eventually, but I'm not feeling it right now. Is it Splinter? No, Splinter is like a rat dude. He ain't really. He's cool, but nah, man. I'm not really. No, not right now. I'll probably draw the Shredder before I draw Splinter. That's the nameless knight, like the nameless Namekian. I see, but not quite. Not quite. He learned from reading the Elder Scrolls. Facts. You got to read the Elder Scrolls. It's some kind of knight. You got to go to the plane that the Black Panther went to. You got to get the heart-shaped herb. Well, that's impressive. Thank you. Ninja Gaiden. You got to get the heart-shaped herb. Once you do that, and you don't lose it, can you do a dragon? Nah. Absolutely not. Dragons here? Of course. That doesn't even match the theme, bro. Nah. I'm drawing Teen Gohan right now. Teen Gohan. And the nameless Namekian. You got to get a grip, bro. It's definitely Gordon Ramsay. Oh, you already know. Every time I hear the name Gordon Ramsay, I think about this episode where these dudes, he was like going around from sketchy kitchen to sketchy kitchen, and it was dudes making like the kitchen. It was like the freezer. It got so humid to the point to where there was mold growing inside of it. there was mold growing inside of the freezer. Mold can't grow in a freezer, I don't think, unless it's moist enough. You know the difference between, wait, you know the difference between dragons and wyverns? I know that dragons have 4 arms and wyverns have 2 legs. The reason I know this is because I seen this dude a couple years ago make a video about how technically all the dragons in Skyrim aren't even dragons. They're not real dragons. They're like them though, but they're not the same. I thought they were, but they're not. That's like some mystical stuff though. Most people aren't gonna care enough to know that. To the average person, nobody's gonna just be like, oh well, this isn't a dragon. I mean, if it breathes fire and it's a reptile that flies in the sky, bruh. It ain't a dragon, but it's close enough. If you just kind of like a surface dweller with it, you know. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I know the difference though. I know the difference indeed. The weary combatants. Nah. I didn't care until my friend felt like I betrayed him. Yeah. I mean, if you're somebody that really cares and is making a big deal, like, oh man, dragon, wyvern. It's like data and data. Bruh, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's the job done, man. It's the same. It's the exact same, bro. Can you do this with your eyes closed using the Force? No, but if I could, I would never say so. If I could, I would never admit to it. It was another dude in here that was talking about he could control the lights with his mind or something. I told him, I said, dog, you shouldn't be out here admitting to that. If you got powers, don't admit to having powers. You see what they was doing to the people that was investigating the extraterrestrials. Are you lefty or righty? Neither. Jedi? No. I would, dude, you crazy. I would never admit to having superpowers in this timeline. He righty overall. But is an ambidextrous king Jedi? No. Stop spamming. I have a cousin who uses the backside of the Force. What does that mean? He uses the backside of the... Man, I wish I had some type of telepathy or something, bro. I'd be like Pain. Just be flying around. Not literally, not like destructively, but I'd be like Pain. Like that man Nagato. You most definitely have superpowers. Shoot, I wish. But kind of going back to the main point that I was making. If I did for real, I would never admit to it. Unky, Pokemon, or Digimon, or Arby's. I think that, you know what, man? If I really had to choose, I don't think that cooking up a little, you gotta cook up a little Pikachu, man. You know, protein. I don't even know enough about Digimon to be like, oh, that would be quite appetizing. I've never been a Digimon, bro. And at this point in my life, dog, I'm 21, man. I don't see myself just turning a new leaf and just all of a sudden getting super into Digimon, honestly. Shout out to the Digimon people, though. I've always been more of a Pokemon dude, especially as a kid. It's kind of like once you pick a side, bro, it's hard to... These superhero level skills. Is it a Aventale in the night? I don't know. I've always been a Beyblade guy. I do remember Beyblades, but even with that, once I really came to my senses, once my brain clicked, and once I really knew what I really was looking at, man, you got to change teams a little bit, bro. You got to change teams. What's up, baby girl? I ain't gonna lie. She's trying to rizz me up, bro. You in the wrong place. Okay, so low-key very alluring. Alluring is an interesting word. Thank you. Alluring. Is it Carl from Family Matters? No, this is Teen Gohan. This is Teen Gohan. No matter how many times you try to change the question, bro, I'm going to answer the exact same way. This is Teen Gohan. The man himself, the Saiyan dude that was trained by the nameless Namekian. The dude that was trained by the nameless Namekian. Yeah, bro, pull up talking about, baby. You trying to rizz me up, bro? That's not what's going on here, pal. Lock in. Anyways. I'm sure there's some lovely lady out there in the TikTok multiverse, some live stream they would probably really love that, man. I am. Step you volunteered as tribute, as I would always say. I have to see. It's Uncle from TikTok who does the eggs and helicopter sounds. I don't even know what you're talking about. When did you start drawing this way? I started drawing this way when stuff really started making sense. That's why I told it was a dude in here telling me about philosophy. I said, bro, you gotta stop reading philosophy, bro, because once you go far enough into philosophy and stuff really starts making sense, it's over. All right, Gabe. I don't know. I think you're confusing me with someone else, pal. You're not that guy, pal. Oh, Future Trucks. Nah, this is Teen Gohan. You in the wrong place. That man think yo, you think it's like another like streaming platform, bro. I'm not that type of streamer. You in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place, pal. Anyways. Before I got distracted by the strange comments that have been coming into the live stream. If I found the 7 Dragon Balls, I'd hope you'd make good money with this art. You know what, man? If you had Shenron sitting in front of you, dog, and you wishing for me, I appreciate that, bro. You gotta, I don't know, hey, you gotta wish for something else, though. You gotta wish, whatever your heart's biggest desire is, you gotta wish for it. Yo, even if you like curling and you keeping it simple and you just wishing for your hair or something, or you wishing for it, like you gotta wish for whatever you got Shenron in front of you, bro. I'm not taking it personally if you like, man, you know, hey, that dude JC's cool, but that's Shenron, bro. You can wish for anything. You can wish for anything. Like my biggest desire. That's something. Yo, let me get this straight. I don't know, you like that other dude trying to raise me up on her, man. Well, what's going on? But you help my fam out. Wishing for the big stuff, man. You like the other dude. It's a lot of risen going on here. I think it's interesting though, cause some of y'all be more subtle with it. It's just a dragon waiting on a drink by the bar. Yeah, he's doing what he does. After a long day at the coal mines and breathing fire or frost, whatever dudes be breathing. Is that from Dragon Tales? I don't know. I found this picture that I liked. Is that Riz worked? What you mean? Your is too aphrodisiac. I'm gonna be honest with you, Pink. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna take it. Aphrodisiac. Can you use it in a sentence? I need context. Aphrodisiac. That gives me the same vibe as the spelling bee people. Dude, I used to be like, for whatever reason, spelling was something I was really good at, and I just kind of stopped. Something clicked in my brain and stuff just, I sacrificed being able to spell for being able to draw, bro. It was a trade. It was an exchange that had to be done. Blinker, blinker, blinker. You gotta breathe air, brother. You gotta breathe air. There's no blinkers going on here. You gotta breathe air, bro. I remember like being in high school still, and people would take the vapes and the smokes and all that. Are you gonna do the fire one next? No. The fire one? You gotta tell me what you mean. You gotta breathe some air, bro. Don't take it for granted. Yo, I seen some. Yo, what's one of your favorite movies or shows? One of my favorite movies or shows ever. I like that Home Alone when dude got lost in New York. That's one of my favorite ones. I used in a sentence and it got filtered. Nah, not the filtered. And the dead rose emoji. You going 2 for 2. Shadow rope, shadow rope, shadow rope. 2 for 2. They're not having you today, huh, Pink? They're not having you. Said, no, you shall not. Like, make it breathe fire. You know what dragons do? Nah, man, he breathed enough fire. He's just getting off his 12-hour shift at the coal mine. He's just chilling. He ain't even trying to eat, dude. He's low-key, kind of how Buddy said earlier. He just by the bar, just waiting on a drink. He probably drinks, like, pure gasoline or something. How can I learn this? How can I learn this? That is the question of all questions. Bro, you have to just draw. And I mean it. You really need to just draw. And I would say for somebody that was trying to get into this or the bare bones, I started what kind of like even showed me that I could do this. I was making these like mirror drawings where I was making these pictures where I would have one side. I would do like 2 different sides with each side. The stronger the aphrodisiac effect, the less external fluid stimuli you need. So it sounds like an extension of dopamine. I think that we are dopamine fiends at this point. You a fiend for some dopamine like me? Thank you for the rose too, Big Meech. Indubitably indeed, man. We might be one of the same, honestly. We might be one of the same. You would think for some good dopamine, man. Modern day. Yes. Hey, I mean, you know what? I respect your straightforwardness. Pink. It's too bad that we got like 2 different conversation chats going on here. That's tough. You're very straightforward. You are. It's crazy. My pops does kind of art. What is it called? It is somewhere in between It is somewhere in between scribbling and sketching. It's somewhere in between scribbling and sketching. I think that it's just about whoever you might ask. Yo, somebody asked me about animes either. Somebody asked me about animes. I always be saying that I like Naruto. I know I mentioned that Home Alone movie where the dude got lost in New York. That was like easily a generational one. That's like one of my favorite Christmas movies ever. I remember I found it on accident. I was just up one night as a kid and it was just on. People used to like when people would actually watch TV. I've never really been like the biggest TV watcher, but if you just caught me watching TV, bro, like that was something I would genuinely watch. I just got the Demon Slayer, bro. When are you gonna do the Message in the Bottle? It's been like a month. Now, I mean, as I mentioned earlier before, bro, like I said that I'll do it. I'm just not promising it right now. It's other things that I haven't done for months that kind of are on the back burner. If I go back to that theme, I'll do it though. I can recreate Home Alone movie together, adult version. The Home Alone adult version. Yo, what you trying to make? Like that sounds like some Jigsaw stuff. You making the Home Alone adult version? I don't know. You play video games? No, but I'm well versed enough to where if you want to have like a conversation, I can. What was you gonna ask me about? Some games. I don't really game too much anymore, as I always be saying. Just as Home Alone. That's what you're trying to get into. I don't know. You're rizzing me up. So if you say you in what, Canada? If I ever end up in Canada, you gotta be about the business then. That's what I was wondering. Scribbling. Nah. You trying to rizz me up on TikTok. If I ever somehow end up in Canada, Canada. I'm obviously joking. Like with the way that I said Canada. I can't be playing the devil's advocate and the angel on the shoulders. Allegedly, right? Thank you for the love painting too, Pink. So it's almost like you go off the way the paper is. My pop said and said you look at the paper. Yeah, I'll be looking at the paper, the chat, the reference. It'd be a lot going on, man. It'd be a lot going on. Scribbling with purpose. Yeah. Yep. Scribbling with a purpose. Yeah. But you already know. Yo, what's up, Two Freak? Indubitably indeed, man. Indubitably indeed, I suppose. Indubitably indeed. You can see, so you scribble and you see the vision. Kinda, but what people don't be knowing is, yeah, I'll be chatting with y'all. but I'll be looking at a picture too. Like, I'll look at my reference, I'll look at the chat, and I'll look at my page, and I'll look at my reference. It'll be a lot going on. He looks like a dinosaur, but he's not. Thank you for the 3 Go Populars too, Two Freak. I appreciate the heart, me too, J Randy. Indeed, man. Indeed. But no, this isn't a dinosaur. I ain't really done any dinosaurs in a minute. Two-handed is crazy. Bro, I get what you're saying. I do appreciate that. But bro, in this chat, that's a crazy way to write that. I'd slip if you got in limp with Hit Pizza, Cold Cola, watching the Grinch. If you got in limo, I don't know what you're saying, kid. Saying Benner, I got Rust back. You be playing Rust? I got Rust, yo, what is Rust back? What does that mean, bro? You catch like a new strain, they're like, hey, bro, if you got like a new disease, you gotta slow down. I don't know if I have another like world shut down in me, bro. The Home Alone 2 scene, gang. I'd slip if you got in a. You gotta tell me. I re-downloaded Rust. I thought you were saying you got a new. Condition in your back, bro. So you got to keep it together, man. You got a new condition. I re-downloaded Rust. 2 different colors is tough, gang. Thank you. We were talking about Rust, and I had mentioned it because I know dudes like Rust has always intrigued me. I don't think I would ever play Rust myself, but I watch other people play Rust. Like, I seen this whole thing where dudes was living up under other people's bases, and it'll be people playing Rust, but they'll play it in shifts. So like, I get off and I go to my job, and it's somebody else that stays on, or I stay on with my headset on. And dudes be pretty much playing in shifts. It's a full-time. I think it's more than a full-time job, bro. If it's to the point where you got to sleep with your headset on, there always got to be somebody on. Like, I knew people that would play back in the day, and it always intrigued me. Like, yeah, man, I'm about to go to school, but I'm going to keep my headset on. You got to stay on, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that's like one of my favorite things about being able to play some games where you can stop wherever you want to. On Minecraft, you can, there's a stopping point, you know. You're not just always on. But with Rust, you're always on. I would just kind of rather watch somebody else play over myself. I'm sure it's a cool experience. Like, I be seeing people coordinate crazy stuff, and I'm not the most like knowledgeable about Rust, but I respect it. I respect the hustle, man. I don't think I'm built for it personally. I don't think that I'm personally built for it. Hey, it's another game. There is legit no stopping. I haven't gotten off but for like 4 hours in the past 3 days. I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. I do appreciate the 10 TikToks too, Pink. Indeed, indeed. Indubitably, indeed. I know that, yo, you said not stopping. And that's what I'm saying. That's where I would kind of like, I would lose the plot because I don't think I'm built for it, man. I don't think that I am built for it. Thank you for the rose too, Susie. People rotate times on rest. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you rotate times, and by the time you have like your schedule figured out with your bro, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for the 6 finger hearts too, Pink. You will rotate, yo, and like just the idea. Part of the reason why I slowed down with games, I just didn't want it to feel like a job, bro. I wasn't really feeling the wave of job. No zen, absolutely not. I'm not a smoker. Absolutely not, bro. I got enough problems, G. I appreciate the ability to breathe air. I just want to acquire this skill. You gotta just slow down, bro. You gotta just slow down and don't overthink. And you need to just draw a little bit. Celsius. Talking about the drink or what? I'm telling you, I've never really been like a smoker, bro. Nah, I don't be drinking Celsius either. The most that I really drink is pop. No smoking, no drinking, no hooking. Hooking. Goodness. Hey, I'm about to memory wipe everybody in the chat, man. I really be in my cave. You know, I'll go to my place of employment sometimes. You can't my number down. I'll be, yo, at this point, I'll be kind of making it seem like I'm like a freak of nature or something here. But I mean, I'll be just as fried as y'all do. Pop, where are you from? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You would not believe me if I told you at all, bro. Y'all be trying to make it seem like I'm like crazy or something. I drink pop. Like that's the most that I'll do. I say soda. Yes, soda. Soda. Like, you don't hit the gas? No, I don't. I love breathing air. Nah, bro. I mean, as a kid, man, the reason, but like, look. For me, it's always been a little bit different because like as a kid, I had like crazy asthma. So I would much rather not be back in that predicament where I got to go be posted up on oxygen or something, bro. Being on oxygen is trash. Like coffee, no. I be running off of like pure dedication, pure love of the game. I don't be drinking no coffee. I be drinking Coke. My bad, gang. That's a valid reason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I mean, look, y'all can like afford to kind of like be. If you've had good lugs for as long as you've been alive, like you don't really think about breathing. But bro, asthma's garbage. Yo, what's up, Mario? I would just much rather not open up that can of worms. Hey, but feel free to do whatever you gotta do, man. Just because I don't mean, you know, that's the beautiful thing about it. Free will. This technique is fire. I got asthma and I be smoking. Bro, you gotta pick your battles, bro. You like a double-edged. You're like this. It's like a I don't even know how to explain it. That's a lot. I say that smoke will catch up. Nah, man, listen, I'm not here to like be like, oh man, you know, you should do this, you should do that, bro. Listen. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'm just telling you, Unc's so fragile. Let me take care of you, but nah. What you trying to get into, man? What you trying to say? I'm fragile. What does that mean? Unc is so fragile. Nah, I'm not fragile. I'm just I'm built different. I say I'm a little bit built different, but that's enough. That's enough background information. Fragile is crazy. That's what I'm saying. Yo, what does that mean? Unc is so fragile. Yo, what you trying to say? Unc is so fragile. That got it. All because I said I just wanted to breathe air and just enjoy my time here on this planet. Hey, man, you know, it's a one-way trip. Asthmatique. Uncle. That was AI. That whole experience, everything I just said, just go ahead and just put it into the backlogs. That wasn't real. That was false. That was fake. Everything's cooked. Thank you for the Heart Me Too, Mario. I appreciate the Heart Me Too, Jane. How long do you take on average? Usually, man, AI getting so real. Tell them, man. You know, the data centers, everything. These can take me anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours. It's all dependent on how fast I am moving for the day. Sometimes I'll be going really, really, really slow. Then other times I'll be moving like the Flash or something. You don't even know. It's not bad at all. It's all dependent on how I'm moving. Sometimes I'll be really, really slow and I'll be attention to detail. Funny you say that because you sound like an AI. No, bro, you're an AI. Don't be trying to like deflect this onto me, man. It really depends how interactive the chat is too. Added to your profile, glasses, dreads, asthma, one set. Nah, that was not the profile. Yo, nah, that's like deducting from my that's deducting from my stats. You can't be not the asthma. That was AI. Thank you for the Bravo too, Jay. That was artificial intelligence, not the asthma profile. You building the profile. Today, May 26th, is the Bonnie Blue drawing. That is false. That is false. Low key, you probably that's probably super duper. Bro, you getting everybody's hopes up, man. I keep saying it's so ironic because I reached this point where you never know. You're gonna like mess around and manifest this lady. Y'all always say her name. They're gonna some type of way like TikTok universe gonna sit there. It's gonna sit on this live stream. How do you make this out of scribbles and lines? I think that everything is shapes. Everything is shapes. See, I'm hyping you up. Oh, with the energy. Thanks for telling me about him. Oh, nah. Not the profile. That was artificial intelligence. 170 centimeters. I'm gonna need you gotta simplify that. Are you in the hospital scribbling? No. No. Definitely not in the hospital. Everything is shapes. That's what I always say. I could not have said it better myself. It's between everything is shapes. That's AI. I gotta see. What else I got on me? That's AI. This is AI. You're AI. Thank you for the HRS too, Mario. I might have missed something. 99 overall to 96. You messed up my stat distribution. Not the asthma. Do you sketch first? No. You messed up my stat distribution. They're gonna think I'm like a rookie in the game now. There's bigger fish to fry. Tell them. Tell the people. Dang, I think that was my blue. No way. Nah, okay. False alarm. False alarm, man. That was just what? That's really what's going on, man. That's really what's going on. Lovely art going to draw now. You got to. Because if you don't, can you draw with any other pens? I'm sure that I can. I just don't know if the result will be what I want it to be. I've become really accustomed to these pens. What is that background sound? It is a fireplace ambience. It is a fireplace ambience on here. I'm trying to get him to use a pink pen. Listen, something I've been saying for months, many months. It's a hospital machine. Don't be manifesting that for me, bro. The hospital is garbage. The hospital is absolutely garbage. I'll literally do anything to not go back, bro. The hospital is trash. Regardless if you're going for somebody else, it just like there's some. It's kind of like I feel like being at the hospital is like being in Walmart. There's just something in the air where it's like I gotta get out of here, bro. Even if you're cooked, you're like I gotta get out of here, man. Like there's like that there's like that strong sense of I gotta escape. It's quite literally just like being in Walmart. If you've ever been in Walmart, Walmart is like not for the weak. Surgery. Is a dragon male or female asking for a friend? Bro, why are you trying to rizz up the dragon, bro? Dude, you feel you. Walmart is cool if you know exactly what you're trying to get. But bro, when I go in Walmart, there's like a pull at my soul. Like I gotta get out of here, bro. I don't know why. But every time I'm in there, I'm like, I gotta get out. Like when I'm moving, I'll be moving like tactically. Like I know exactly what I'm going for. And anything and everything in the way, I'll be maneuvering. Target is better. That's another place where when I go in there, I'm moving like there's no tomorrow. I've never really been a store dilly-dallier. When we go to the store, we moving like time is of the essence, bro. I've never really been a store dilly-dallier. Guys spend more money at Walmart. They are my Broncos owners. Bro, look, Broncos, no Broncos, horses, no horses. Regardless, When I go in there, any time of the day, any time of the day, any time of the night. People, I be feeling like sometimes people at Walmart, like, I hate to say that they're not, it's not even like a real place. People just be spawning in. They're quite literally, but you can go into Walmart at any time of the day, any time of the night. There's always gonna be people just in there, bro. It's like a spawn location or something. You know, like when you be on a game, people be rendering in. Like if you driving down a street on GTA, like if you drive too fast, a car will literally just spawn in front of you, bro. Like if you driving on GTA, a car will quite literally, it'll just spawn in front of you. No Target in Canada. I think Target is alright. Target is alright. I'll give Target that. Walmart, it's not even that Walmart be crowded, bro. I just when I be in there, it's just like I gotta get out of here, bro. Like there's some places, it's like you know, like, yo, what's up too, chicken? Oh, wow, and walk. Yo, thank you for the big 238 roses too, Mario. See, listen, I knew all them Mario drawings I was doing. It was gonna eventually, in some twisted way, it was gonna come back to this. In some twisted way, it was all gonna come back to this. But when I be in there, bro, it's like whenever you driving, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, yeah, I like going to Target and I visit the big America, the big Target. It's just like you move like NPCs. Nah, it's just I don't like calling people NPCs because it's played out for one. But I mean, we all NPCs in somebody else's story, right? But I be in there, man. I'm like, okay, I'm walking, and I'm like, dog, like I'm really in this Walmart right now. I have to get out of here. Why I gotta get out of here? I don't know. There's something in the air. I just got home from Walmart. It's not the best. I mean, but I think it's more than not being the best. It's more than not being the best. This might come back and this conversation is gonna haunt me in some way. Cause they're gonna be like, man, you know, we was gonna put some type of pins in Walmart for you, but you was hating on Walmart. I got to witness somebody climb the Walmart ceiling for a prank video. I can believe it. When I was in high school, it was a dude that I think it was either at my school or it was at another school. I don't remember. But a dude caught it on camera and he like tried to crawl up into they had like these little ceiling tiles on the roofs. My daughter said she liked your drawings, bro. Thank you, Mario. I do appreciate it. I'm looking for a good reference picture. But it was a dude climbed up into the ceiling and like pulled the whole ceiling roof down. It was crazy. I don't know why he would do that, but he was like I guess he was trying to escape. Yeah, he fell through. Yeah. Yep. There's more blue than red. Yeah. Can you please draw a nightland in the flower field? Maybe. I doubt it though. Maybe. I'm leaning more towards no, but perhaps. Maybe. I've done stuff like that before. I might come back to it. It was some other ideas that I had been asked for too. I hadn't really fully committed to anything yet. I hadn't fully committed. Why feeling so blue, huh? Isn't that kind of like, I feel like the more of these that I do, the more blue they become. Your stuff is okay. The more of these that I do, the more blue that they become. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but if you look at my old stuff, it was a lot more red. But I said that, you know, like whenever I first started this, it's so funny because the pendulum has swung. At first, people would accuse me of being a lefty, then they would accuse me of being a righty. Then they would accuse me of being a righty, and they'd accuse me of being a lefty. I'm really good with dragging animals or drawing animals and mythical creatures. I'm sick with human proportions. I think that's funny how that works. I try to do a little bit of everything. I don't really do it's been a minute since I've really done any faces, but people have been asking me for faces for a minute. Accuse you of being two people. Yeah, that too. Accuse me of being two different. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're right. I be getting accused of being. I was like, I ended up whenever I first started streaming to her, like I ended up like cutting my hand. I don't know. I sliced my hand on something, and what I did to like cover up the cut, I would draw like with a glove on, right? And I had to stop drawing with the glove because people would accuse me of being two people. Literally. Some kids climbed into the school roof and fell into the special class room. Yeah, hang on. I can't see the full message. Why did it do that? Some kids climbed into the school roof and fell into the special classroom onto a kid. Yeah, poor little buddy. But the brain just spliced. I don't know if it's a matter of having like a spliced brain, but I always speak on it. I've been trying to be more intentional with these. It's about just centering your attention. You know, it's all about centering your attention. Whenever something that was a lot more popular than what I thought it was going to be was those pages where I would do, like when I'm on lives, whenever I'm kind of chatting with y'all, I'll use both of my hands to draw one thing. But People really like those pages where I'll do the mirror drawings, even though they're not as sharp sometimes. Even if it was two people, the coordination between the two would still be impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it would just be kind of hard to pull something off like that. People liked the the pages where I'll kind of like split my attention though, where I'll do the mirror drawings. How did you learn to draw like this way? Well, it was a lot of factors that went into it. To give you a long story short, it's all experimenting. The more you do, the more it makes sense. You're the Allen Iverson of technology. You know, I almost said AI, but AI don't even mean Allen Iverson no more. People be like, you're the AI. You trying to call me an AI, bro. You calling me an AI in a different way. You're not slick, man. For sure, but when I was in high school, my art teacher ruined my job telling me what to draw and how to do it. I think that people be meaning well, but when you take art classes, it's very structured. Like, it's very do this way, do that way. Like, to be honest with you, in a formal setting, this will probably be considered off, especially with the proportion and the way that everything is. But we're getting at a point now where I think that perfection is losing its value. You have AI that can produce what would have been considered a Renaissance artist back in the day. They can produce hundreds, thousands, millions of pieces of their work, and just it completely waters it down. Like, the value of perfection, it doesn't have the same meaning as it once did. So I might be wrong in saying this, but I think that the only way that we could really win against AI is leaning into imperfection. I don't think that the key, I mean, yeah, you want to make good drawings, you want to make good art, but I don't think that the key anymore, it might have been at a point in time where the more accurate your stuff was, the more that it would have been valued. But people are desensitized, man. Like, even if you set up and make the most perfect of perfect art, there is some machine right now that's probably watching all of our moves that will be able to perfectly replicate it and then sit there and he draws with pens once the AI is perfection. Nah, it's not AI. I hate teachers that won't let you be creative in creative classes. I think that it's a matter of who you're dealing with. I think that it is a matter of who you are dealing with. You should write a thesis on it. That's a valid take. I'm not really in the business of trying to flipping it into an essay is different, but I think that for one, over optimization, it kills the soul and everything. That's one part, but I think that we're getting to a point now though where over optimization is low key useless, because what is the point? You're gonna get better the more you do anyway, but I don't know, man. This AI stuff is really gonna change everything. Quick talker. What are you drawing right now? You said it. That's what I meant, trying to take my creativity away and turn it into what they want to teach. Can you do a Demogorgon when you get another reference picture? Holy, Netflix just saved me. Yeah, Netflix. He said the big Netflix is what you doing. You're cooked. Are you at least watching a good show? All right, going back to what I was saying before I get too distracted. I'm willing to kind of like stand on that though. It's gonna get to a point though where, I mean, there's never been a point in history where a machine has been able to make perfect Renaissance pieces, or not perfect, but near perfect. Like the idea of perfectly replicating Van Gogh. You talk better than you draw. All right. Like just the idea of people making, you can perfectly replicate just some of the best artists we ever had. You know, you can replicate their stuff, if not to perfection, but you can replicate it enough to where the volume, it outpaces them. You know, back in the day, I think it was Da Vinci. It took Da Vinci like a long time to make the Mona Lisa, but now you can sit there and make a machine make Mona Lisa in a split second. It takes away over optimization. It literally kills the soul and everything. It's insane, dude. It's definitely something. Not in like a gloom and gloom depressing kind of way. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if that's the solution that it once was. I don't know if that's the solution that it once was. That's what I'm trying to make here. That's my point. I think it's significantly easier whenever I'm only doing one of these compared to me trying to split my attention into the two. But I've been trying to be more mindful of posting those pages because they've been getting like a lot more support than what I was originally anticipating. I've been trying to just gradually expand. I was doing some bones. First, I was doing wildlife and stuff, but I've been just expanding. Talk faster than 3 months ago. Well, I try to be mindful sometimes. More mindful, at least. I try to be more mindful, especially now. Because now I know what I say is being held to a standard. Y'all hold me accountable. The AI is upgrading. The AI, all right, chicken. Why are you over here? You over here promoting this propaganda? Do you eat fast? Too fast. You could talk slower, fast than me 24/7. You getting all the aspects of the shades. I can copy your style. I would surely hope not. Maybe not now, but maybe not now. But I think that we're gonna get to a point, not just AI, but your digital blueprint. Well, the only thing about AI, I'm not here to play the advocate of AI. I can't, bro. Just by the time they really roll out the AI, which they're doing, by the way, I think that, or I'm telling you what I know. I have nothing to prove it. He fluent now, multitasking. I have no way to prove this, but I think that the value for just people being human is going to go up. It's like, what do you mean being human? People just, I think, are going to like lean more towards. I was having a conversation with somebody else. I think that the value of just genuine, people just want genuine. I think optimization is going to, yeah, it's great. People are going to try to do it for business. I thought he was making a battle axe. Don't be lateral or hand is supinated with the radius need. I'm going to be honest with you, Jennifer. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You said AI is perfection, didn't you? That wasn't, I mean, I'm going to put it like this. Even if it's not perfection, it's just able to make a volume of work that would have been considered impossible for people that was really dedicating their lives to it. I think that's what I was trying to get at. That's the point that I was trying to make. Even if you become the most crafty, tactical, multitasking artist ever, you're going to have to adapt. The sleeper build. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That's what I'm thinking though. I could be completely wrong though. Hopefully I'm completely wrong in all ways. Bro, I hope that I'm so wrong that there is no pendulum and this is just TikTok banter. You ain't got no chicken. I mean sleeper AI agent. You're a sleeper AI agent, pal. You. The thumb will be on the side of the humorous, not scapula. But I bet you got it. I'm not like a medical bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Never mind, Netflix is a bum. Hey, it only has 1 season and a half. Yeah, I seen somehow Netflix be psychologically trolling people. It'll like help you spell out what you're looking for and to tell you that we don't got it. I'm chicken. Thank you for the Go Populous too, Estrada. I think you should do some Hunter x Hunter art soon. What are we drawing right now? You would not believe me if I told you. Yeah, Sleeper will wake up to me. I ain't gonna lie, it's just a little bit of banter. I hate when it does that. It's just a little bit of friendly TikTok banter. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, man. Hopefully this is all just nonsense. That just, unfortunately, where have you been? I've been hiding, Star. I've been off the radar. Side quest, missions. Just doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, man. I've been everywhere. Oh, AI can make Van Gogh art, but the authentic brush strokes, pen marks, charcoal smudges that make us human. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can imitate soul, but it can never have soul. Like what makes us as people is hard. You can't really replicate it. That's why I think that in the next coming years, yeah, people are gonna doom and gloom, but I really do think that the value for just people just being humans, bro, it's gonna go up. Thank you for entertaining my nonsense, You know what? No problem. You know, I'm a upstanding, community-oriented person. Oh, thank you for the oranges too and the thumbs up and the wink and the ice cream cone too, Pink. It feels soulless for real. Gotta be like a skeletal figure. It could be, man. It could be. You know, I'm just drawing some little flowers, some little bit of this, a little bit of that. Teen Gohan. How can you draw with 2 hands, or is it just practice? You get better the more that you do. You get better the more that you do. Everything is consistency. So it can mimic imitations, but it can't feel. That's what it is at its root. It's an imitation. Yeah, you know, it can probably walk like us, talk like us, imitate our patterns. It can probably like replicate stuff like that, but I don't know if it can ever truly embody it. You should do the Lich from Adventure Time. I've considered doing that, man. I've done like Adventure Time themes before. I haven't really committed to the idea. If it comes up again, I had some characters I wanted to do. It was the Banana Guards. I doubt I'm gonna do them tonight, but if I do go back to Adventure Time, I will consider it. I think of it as when artists make copies of the main original, but the original is gonna be worth more. Yeah, that's kind of like the whole thing with prints and stuff. That's why I was so hesitant to make prints of my own stuff. Speaking of prints, I'm gonna be updating my store. I'm gonna try to get it done tonight. If not tonight, I'll have more stuff up maybe in the morning or something. I gotta figure out what I want to list. It's not gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna be listed, but just as like a celebration. I'm about to break through 25,000 on YouTube. Hey, you take it easy for indubitably. Hey, take it. Hey, yo, you hold on, man. How you go steal? You flipping the script on me again? But have a good night too, Pink. Beach too. Yeah, how you about to say? Yo, you can't do it. I didn't even get a chance. I sat there and like read the departing message before I even got the chance to recognize you were leaving. But yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. See, you trying to psychological mind games here. Now I can't even say my favorite, one of my multiple favorite words. I'll buy a print. When I list some, it's gonna be something coming. Thank you for the art, me too, Dad. What's up, Booze? And what's my favorite anime? Over everything that I've done, probably Naruto. That's my favorite anime overall. That like my Hall of Fame. My Hall of Fame. What are you doing right now? You would not believe me if I told you. Of course, you have a store and not a server. Fame really changes people. Dude, I've had a store for a long time. I never updated it. Same, bro. I like Naruto a lot. That's like one of my go-tos forever. Fame changes people. Bro. I feel like the streams now are more low-key than what they once were. Fame changes people. You see, you think I changed up on you, bro? He said the fame done got to, bro. He's moving different. He got a store now. Bro got a store. One Piece is good. I'm sure it is, bro. One Piece is One Piece, man. One Piece is One Piece. That's what I got to say about that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm new here. What is happening? It's a lot of rough sketching. There is a lot of rough sketching, but I'm looking to bring this page to life in a way that is a little bit less familiar. People change when they're doing better, I guess. People say I changed, told them. You didn't even let me get off the ground first. Thank you for letting him cook too, Aiden. Thank you for letting him cook indeed. I couldn't really believe the number. I'm like, dang. I've been promising some long form videos. I really need to make some tutorials. It's been like a lot that I've got to just put off. And hey, man, I'm gonna try to get some long form videos out though, for sure. Never seen this before. Nice dude. Thank you too, Cisco. This reminds me of Black Ghost from ADH. I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely don't know who that is, but hey, I hope Black Ghost is cool. I hope you're not talking about somebody that's like Yamcha or somebody. Like, you can compare me to anybody, but don't compare me to Yamcha, bro. Are you live every night? I try to get on her every night, dude. If not every night, I will be on her every other night. This is definitely my favorite stream because how deep it got. I'll have a little burst where sometimes it might not be as flat as it can be. Like, just depth-wise. It all depends on the night. But that's been something I've really been standing on, man. I really do think that as time progresses, as AI becomes better, people are going to really value stuff that just feels more alive. I think that's going to be our fight. People are going to want something that's halfway real, bro. Not overly optimizations. We're controlled by algorithms, bro. Oh, my favorite one was when you did the EV evolutions. Daily jigsaw question. Thank you too, Jennifer. Daily jigsaw question. Watch One Piece in a few days or go to the Shadow Realm. Yo, look, man. Noob Saibot went to the Shadow Realm and came back with shadow warping abilities. Who's to say that if I go to the Shadow Realm, personally, that I won't come back with some cool abilities too? I just don't want to, bro. I would rather like ice skate uphill. One Piece might be the greatest anime ever. Noob came back stronger, exactly. Noob went to the Shadow Realm and came back and changed. Man, like, who's to say? I low-key would rather ice skate uphill. Literally, One Piece is good. I'm sure that it is. Games are cool because bros, like, everyone's homie, just tap tap. Yeah, if you Noob came back stronger, One Piece. I'm sure, bro. I'm sure it's good. Hang on, I'm getting distracted. Let me focus up. Let me focus up real quick. Blade reference. Blade, you talking about like Daywalker Blade? The Daywalker. Great Dragon. Thank you too, Gala. You mess with One Piece. I don't even dislike One Piece. It's just One Piece. One Piece kind of goes on forever. It was like the main reason I didn't really get into it myself. I just feel like it's one of those animes where it's like, brother, I'm sure this is really a wonderful show. And dude, what really pushed me away from it, I was having a conversation with somebody that I knew, and he was like, yeah, man, I've been watching One Piece for like 7 years. Not just 7 years, bro. 7 years. Like 365 times 7. That's a lot of people's problems. 365 times 7, bro. 365 times 7. Way too long, and the pacing seems terrible based on the clips that I've seen. Like, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, you know what, maybe I'll take like the delusional route, and I might try to do like my college method. I had this professor where I had fallen so behind in a class, and I very naively thought, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm about to do this. I'm about to watch all these lectures on 5x speed. I'm gonna take all these notes. Like, you know, like whenever you get that, like that post-night, it's like post-night test delusion. It's like, all right, I don't understand this, but I'm about to teach myself how to build this Iron Man suit in this cave in a night, right? Like, I'm overthinking to myself, I'm Tony Stark, basically. I'm about to cram all this information. I don't know who I was thinking I was, bro. And I just, it blew up in my face. It was over. It blew up in my face. It was over, bro. It was crazy. Thought I was about to really pull off what Tony Stark did, man. That exploded. That exploded in my face. I didn't even finish, but I was going for something called it was like cloud. It was like cloud. It was like cybersecurity and working with the cloud, basically, just online information. One Punch Man. No. That's pretty much what I was going for. I would love to go back. I need to. Well, with age comes wisdom. You speaking from experience, chicken. Well, you got some knowledge you about to drop on us, man. Yo, Chicken, you say you were still in high school, bro? You about to drop? Yo, you talking about us being unk? Yeah, you're unk, pal. You got some knowledge you about to bestow. Have you watched it? Yeah, I seen One Punch Man. It's been some years, but I seen the first part of One Punch Man, like when he was still. There was like 2 parts. They did the same thing that Rick and Morty did, where they just like, I think that it just stopped for a long time. I didn't watch it whenever it came back, but I watched a little bit of it like back in the day. I know a little bit about it where I'm able to have like a decent conversation, but not to the point to where it's like I can sit here and talk about, oh yeah, One Punch Man and fighting this dude and that dude and power scaling. And if you want to have like an in-depth conversation, Naruto is my stuff. Maybe a little bit of Dragon Ball too, but I'm way more versed in Naruto. If you wanna have like a unemployment type of conversation with Naruto, dog, I'm all ears. But anything else, I gotta, like, when it comes to Dragon Ball and stuff, I gotta consult with my brothers because, dog, I can't hang, bro. Dragon Ball is crazy. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs. I wish that I did though. Obito gang. You know, I like Obito because Obito is like the Naruto version of Peter Pan. Like, he's living in the dream world. He's the allegory in the cave. Obito is literally the allegory of the cave. Like, you would rather live in a false reality over suffering from reality. Which I think is like all of us, low key. Thank you for the fist bump too, Aiden. I got a question. What's up, man? What's your question? What is your question? What is your question? What is your question? 5, 4. Favorite Naruto character? I like Kakashi a lot. Kakashi and I don't want to say the Uchiha bros. I don't want to say don't say Uchiha people, man. Because Uchiha is kind of, people gonna be like, oh, my favorite is Itachi. But it's like, brother. Come on, man. There's somebody else. You gotta like somebody else. Kakashi is Himothy. I like Kakashi because Kakashi, he had no reason to like continue forward, but he did. He's strong. He's a strong dude. He could have crashed out, but he chose not to. And he became really strong. Minato is cold too. He could teleport, and he got instant transmission basically. He got the Naruto grade version of instant transmission, and to me, that's pretty cold in my book. And he low key, he was dealt a bad hand. Fighting the Nine-Tails while protecting your wife that somebody just released. Like, the way that the Jinchuriki works is if the tailed beast gets released from him, it'll kill them. And he was trying to protect his wife, protect the village, protect his kid. And fighting the Nine-Tails at the same time, Minato, if it was just strictly he was protecting himself, he would not have died. Neji was Neji, bro. Neji was Neji. His departure was a bit unnecessary. Neji was Neji. His departure was very much so unnecessary. You said the pervy sage, young Jiraiya. Hey, this is gonna be controversial. This is gonna be controversial, but I like Orochimaru too. I like Orochimaru because Orochimaru is himself. I mean, yeah, he definitely he don't need to be around like no students, nothing like that. But like his pursuit of knowledge, I like Orochimaru. I think I like Orochimaru more than I like Jiraiya. Just because Orochimaru, he was like the OG villain too. Put up to the village. He took out the Sand Kage, and he was summoning snakes and he was wearing people's faces and doing whatever Orochimaru be doing, bro. That man is definitely, he need to be on a watch list. The fact that he sat there and after achieving immortality, he just turned a new leaf and chose to just be like a mom. He's like, yeah, you're my son, bro. I'm gonna clone you. It's been months since I've been on your stream. Yo, what's up, Spiral? Yes, he can. That's what I'm saying. Orochimaru is Orochimaru, bro. I don't really understand. He's just him. He's like, yeah, I couldn't achieve Snake Sage mode. I'm not gonna lie, I like more villains. Itachi is the GOAT. Itachi is cool, but I feel like Itachi is kind of like... I feel like liking Itachi is the equivalent of going to a really cold restaurant and instead of getting something that they're known for, you're opting out and taking like the easy choice, which is chicken tenders. Liking Itachi is like liking chicken tenders from a restaurant, bro. Yeah, you know it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's cold, but it's like, you're not really getting the full experience, you know? Like you're choosing the most default level. Does that make sense? Airball, bro. That's not an airball. I think that was as concise gets. Do you ever switch hands with the blue and the red? No. You getting the safe thing? Yeah. I mean, I get it. You are getting the safe thing because like I get it. It's so easy to be safe. Like it's so easy, bro. Like the safe is holy airball. What about Shisui? Shisui is cold too, but I was really trying to get away from the Uchiha bros because they're all cold, in their own way. They're all cold in their own way, but I was looking at it I was trying to go about it by I was trying to go in a direction of people that you wouldn't expect. People we know the Uchiha people are cold. Minato, White Fang. Yeah, that's solid. I know White Fang, he was Kakashi's dad. Broly can destroy the whole universe. Which one? Or both? Or which Broly you like, man? You like movie Broly or you talking about OG Crash Out Broly? I don't know enough about OG Crash Out Broly, but I like new Broly. He's he got some screws missing, right? But he's himself, Zabuza is tough. Yeah, man, Zabuza from the Blood Mist. He was a crash out too, man. Zabuza from the Blood Mist village. I think that he was an interesting character. He isn't really at all what you would expect to see, but I like Zabuza. It's so insane to think that Zabuza was the very beginning of the show. I don't know if that's something that I would expect. It's like they built up so much. Has anybody that's seen Invincible think it's worth watching or nah? I've heard all about Invincible, man. Gold and Silver Brothers were so tough. Dude, and what's so crazy about the Gold and Silver Brothers is they managed to kill off the second Hokage. Yeah, it was... what really blew my mind is that apparently the Gold and Silver Brothers, they have pseudo Jinchuriki forms where they ate so much of the Nine-Tails chakra to the point to where they could access some forms that Naruto could do. They could literally do everything that Naruto could do. They weren't even Jinchuriki. And they killed Tobirama though. How did they even do that? Animation is buns, but the storyline is great. Yeah. I really watched Invincible, I ain't gonna lie. I just started watching Sakamoto Days. I and like overly just fully absorb myself into any other shows, y'all. I've really been just kind of. I might watch people. I've been watching people play Minecraft, or I might watch somebody play Skyrim or something. I haven't really like watched any shows, anything that's like remotely just in that lane. It gotta really captivate my attention. I be telling y'all my attention span is fried. I'm not lying to you. I'm being so serious. Attention span fried. Everything is cooked. Yo, what's up, Brianna? Excuse me? What's good? Najutsu Kaisen gonna be tough for the last season. Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is really good. One second. I'm about to get a good reference picture pulled up, and I'm gonna immediately get started again. Just bear with me for a second. Bear with me. But I don't have nothing that's just overly against a lot of the popular shows. It just gotta really captivate my attention. I'm at a point now where like if it really doesn't, I got that's that TikTok brain. If it don't really hook me immediately, I need like I don't wanna feel like I'm doing homework, bro. I don't want to feel like I'm doing some homework or I gotta dedicate my life to it. I just want to be a casual fan. I just want to be. You ever watch Bayesian Canadian or Jerome back in the day? I did not. Kisame. Kisame is one of the coldest Akatsuki members ever, and he was a shark dude. I didn't watch Bayesian Canadian or Jerome, but I remember their names. I do remember. It was a guy that everybody would watch. It was Sky Does Minecraft, the butter guy. I don't remember watching Bayesian Canadian dude, but I just know that at a point in time everybody was watching Sky Does Minecraft. I remember I caught some of his videos. It was him. It was another dude I like to watch sometimes too. His name was Jack Frostminer. What about Captain Sparkles? Same with him. The only like of the Minecraft people, the only ones that I really watched that I can remember, it was Sky Does Minecraft. That was like at a point, I had like a little point where I was watching all the videos of bro. I knew people whenever I was in school. I knew people that would watch Stampy, but I was never really like a Stampy fan. I was just big into Sky. I would watch a lot of Sky. How young are you, gang? I'm 21, man. Like I was there. Like I was there during the OG Minecraft day. Or when I say OG, it's levels to it because there was people that was playing Minecraft for like a minute. My first introduction to it was on the 360 and on it was Minecraft Pocket Edition. But there was a point in time where Minecraft Pocket Edition, it had like nothing. It was like completely bare bones. There was nothing in Minecraft Pocket Edition at a point, bro. I remember I would have so much fun just playing with my cousin though. Like that was the thing to do. Unk status. I don't even think I'm not an unk necessarily. I'm 24. Like, I don't think that we're unks. It's because me and Minato beat the Ninetales twice. But you gotta think though, he was basically, are you the dude I forced to draw a door or not? Yeah, I was here. That was me. I drew like a capybara with a door. I remember. I don't know if like it was a couple of y'all. I was here though. It was. You said stop. No. I remember like a lot of the guys. You're a little bit older than me, but not by like a lot. Not by a lot. Can you draw a corgi sometimes? You know, I don't think I'm gonna do a corgi right now. I don't think I'm gonna do a corgi tonight. I had some other things planned out for the evening. So pop in the oat to draw. Nah, I feel like a point, bro, where I try to like stay in my little state. Popping the oat is crazy. Oh, I'll be Lamborghini. No, I've done cars and stuff before, but maybe eventually, man. Who knows what the future holds, bro? That's where I'm at. Who knows what the future holds? How did you learn to do this? You have to just slow down for one, and you have to draw. That's the hardest part. It's a plague mask. No, the plague masks are a little bit different. Now I see why you would think that, but this is an actual like corvid. It's an actual corvid. Love your streams. Thank you too, Dami. Bubonic plague. No, this the plague mask, they didn't open like this. It's too good. You have any tips for pencil? My best advice to you, bro, is you have to start and you have to be willing to make mistakes. You're gonna mess up. If you can like something that I had like a hard time with is you can't be afraid to mess up, bro. You're gonna make mistakes, but you need to embrace it. The only way you can learn the shapes, the only way you can become comfortable and halfway grasping whatever it is that you want to do is you have to mess with it. You have to experiment. You have to do. The more you do, the easier it becomes. It's gonna take time. It might it's gonna take you some time. But once you get it, what did I major? That was like my whole thing, dude. I took like some classes. It was like cloud computation. It was dealing with the cloud. Think like online services, cybersecurity. It was all kind of stuff, dude. And blood is a philosopher. Nah, 10,000 hours. It applies to anything. I don't even know if I've truly hit 10,000 hours, but I know I see what you're saying. I've been trying to do a lot more. Volume helps. 10,000 hours. I think that by 10,000 hours, that's like you should have a grasp on everything. Can you draw a whole one in red? No, not on here. But if you want to see me do something that's more individual, I have a lot of pages, or not, maybe not a lot, but I have some pages more recently where I have pretty much split my hands up, where I'll do one side that's blue and one side that's red. Usually they'll be more mirrored. I'll do like my mirror drawings, but if you want to see one that's only red, you should go look at those. I can solo the whole Jujutsu Kaisen universe. You probably could, bro. I said draw Frank Frankly from Welcome Home. No. Oh, maybe you done it before. I've done more characters than you can believe. But if you want to see something that's only red, you better off watching those videos where I split my hands up. I do it I've been trying to get more competent with it. Draw Virgil from Devil May Cry. I don't want to draw bro right now, but I had somebody kind of taking me down the Devil May Cry rabbit hole, bro. I never played it. I know it was like an OG game, like an OG console game, but I never really got into it myself. Hey, a game I do remember playing, it was like Prototype. It was the dude who could like shapeshift his body with the red and black colors. Y'all know Prototype? You got to be an OG to know Prototype. Prototype was crazy. Almost 80K. I know, it's insane. I was going to update my store because I'm about to break through 25K on YouTube. Bro, I went on a doom scroll and then I see you again. Yeah, welcome back. You can't escape. You cannot escape. You go, thank you, bro. The doom scroll. You try to scroll away. Nah. But I remember like one of my favorite games. I haven't played it in ages, dude. It was Prototype. You're in the ultimate flow state. I try to be. I be like doom scrolling, and I'm either like, I'll either be doing everything at once, nothing at all. That's like my constant goes on. That is my constant state of action. It's either everything or nothing at all. How did you know you can draw like this, bro? Well, I'm telling you that you only can like get to this point through doing like you have to do. You gotta be willing to not understand before you can truly understand. If you look at some of my old stuff, what goes to your mind whenever you draw? Shapes, and I'll be trying to like, I guess like understand whatever it is, y'all. Whatever I'm thinking about, whatever we're talking about, and I'm also kind of looking at picture references too. But you can't overthink this too much. I'll be trying to tell people that the more you overthink it, the less sense that it makes. You need to just do. And as long, like, the part of doing becomes harder if you're constantly second guessing. Like, should I do red here? Should I do blue here? Should I do? And do you ever get your shapes from the shape store? No. I mean, I don't really do nothing that's like overly professional. Sometimes I'll have days where I might mess with just basic shape structures. Just really, really basic shapes. Really, really simple shapes. Like, don't sleep on the simple stuff. I haven't really like collected any references physically. Not yet, at least. I know people do it. I won't ever say never. I won't never say never. Smash the like button. Smash the like and subscribe button. Yo, do you make mistakes? Of course. That's what comes with it. Of course. You have, yeah, definitely. Prototype, where you can shapeshift in that city with the arm. Yeah, literally. Prototype, the one where you was the dude that could shapeshift. Literally. That Prototype where you was running around. I don't even know what the story of the Prototype was. I just know that you was a dude with a hoodie that could shapeshift. And that's all that mattered. Everything else, yeah, it was cool. But I mean, I never beat it but loved it, not even me. That's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't really playing that game. Like I wasn't looking for like a super enlightening story. I just wanted as a kid, I'm just playing through this game with this dude with this hoodie. I'm just the shapeshifter, bro. That's all that mattered. People will always ask me about it's Saints Row. I never played Saints Row, but you doing like medieval fantasy stuff. Kinda, but not only. I remember At Saints, I remember people talk about Saints Row, but I never got to Saints Row. Well, I never really played Saints Row. Nope. I remember it though. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing like adverts for it and stuff, but I never played Saints Row. I dabbled in a little bit of what is it? Watch Dogs. We living in Watch Dogs now. Like Watch Dogs is reality. Like my bro, I didn't really get deep into Watch Dogs, but my bro was pretty much telling me how the way that we pretty much living in Watch Dogs in real life. You ever played any DS games? Dude, I love the DS, bro. But I was always like a Pokemon guy. I spent a lot of time playing the Pokemon games. And that was like my direction. Watch Dogs is real. It is. And there's people out here that really be moving like the dudes from Watch Dogs for real. I wish that I knew anything. I wish I was like, I knew enough. But, man, the way the data and stuff works. You ever play Pokemon Black and White? Of course. Dude, that's like one of the only ones that I even own, dude, anymore. I got rid of most of my collection. I only own Pokemon White now. I had Black and I had Black and White too, and I had all of them. I wish that I wouldn't have got rid of my collection. That's like one of my worst regrets. Yo, what's up, Beckett? Yo, what's up too, Sasuke? Thank you for the rose too, Neko. What is in your left hand is the right hand, is a regular pen. Yes. It's two regular office pens. Like I don't really use something that's overly special. Nothing that's overly special at all. I love Pokemon Black and White, and I love Black and White too. With the Yin and Yang dragons, they was cold. They was super duper cold. That was like my introduction to the Pokemon world, and I don't think I would have wanted it any other way. And I did. I played through like a lot of the OG games, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I got to go to sleep because I got school. Have a good night. Yo, you take care too, man. You have a good one too. Can you do a Spider-Man drawing? No, not right now. I've done pages before, but I'm not feeling it right now. I've done more Spider-Man than you can believe, though, bro. If you're interested in that, you should go look for some of my time lapses with him. I've done more Spider-Man than you can believe. Who did you choose? Snivy, Emboar, or Oshawott? Between the three. My favorite. Who is my favorite, bro? That's always. I'm in between Snivy and Oshawott. I like Superior a lot. So I wasn't really big on Tepic. I would use him, but he wasn't like my favorite. You know, he was cool. He was cool if you just wanted to play through the game a certain way one time, just experimenting. But I don't think he was the one that I would just choose just with my free will. You know, I wasn't really picking him more like, oh, okay, let's use dude. You ever watch the Crow movie? You can draw him, so you really know Bob. I'm always in between Snivy and Oshawott. I like Samurai too. Samurai is pretty cold. Something about Superior is really dope too. Something about Superior is really interesting. That's what I got to say. I drew some starters. It's been a minute. What about a cat? It's giving dark, gloomy, medieval themes. So what, like a dark, scary cat? You know what? Maybe. Something I wish that I would have waited on. You know what? Just hold that thought. Maybe. I'm not gonna promise it. I'm not gonna promise. You ever watched the Crow movie? Can you draw him? I've never seen it, but I'm kind of like keeping this one where it's more just freestyling, bro. I'm not gonna promise nothing. I'm not gonna overly promise anything. I'm feeling this one out as I go. That's where I'm at. This one wasn't a plague doctor, by the way, either, for the people that were trying to guess what was going on with this one. But I really enjoyed Black and White too. Another one that I slept on a lot was Soul Silver and Heart Gold. I first played through Fire Red, but Fire Red kind of opened up my eyes to playing through that generation. Soul Silver and Heart Gold were really, really good too. If you're somebody that don't mind more pixelated graphics, I own Platinum and Diamond, but I never really beat them. I need to go back and play them. That's what I need to do eventually. Like I owned them all, bro. I owned the whole collection. Have you ever done Demon Slayer drawings? No. But that's been something that's been more requested here. Superior was a calm Pokemon to pick in Black and White, but in 2, she was the weakest. Well, you gotta think though, like just everything in Black and White 2, everything kind of changed. Like the way, like the balance in the different Pokemon you gonna run into, everything was different. I loved it though. Like I loved the experience. Like it was such a cool game to experience. Just that's like peak childhood stuff right there. I love the experience of it. You know, I've had like the opportunity to talk to people who got to experience the 3D stuff, but I don't know if the 3D route is the exact same. Like, yeah, it's cool. I get why they were trying to do it, but there was something about the pixels that just they felt more. It was just more like the world was just. It was tough. It was tough. It was tough. Yeah, I be looking at pictures too. And do you have red and blue pen just for this? Yeah. Have I done any Demon Slayer? No, I haven't done any Demon Slayer drawings. And the Xenoverse, I did play a little bit of Xenoverse 1 and 2. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I gotta like slow it down because I got caught up on this mission where I had to fight and freeze a ship with Krillin and Gohan. And Krillin and Gohan, as cool as they are, bro, on that mission, they're garbage. You gotta keep them both alive because if they die, you gotta start all the way over from scratch. It was trash. I kept dying because like it would be BS. But you gotta fight like all these Frieza grunts, and if you die, you have to start all the way over from scratch. That was easily one of the worst. That was easily one of the worst missions I think I've ever played a game. Like any game, that mission was horrible. That was horrible. This is coming from somebody, like I played like on the PSP back in the day. I had Spider-Man 3 and I didn't have a save card. So if you died or you turned the game off, you got to restart all the way over. I think one of my craziest accomplishments was playing through Spider-Man 3 without a save card, bro. Like when I tell you stuff, hey, you got to be built different. In Far Cry, I've never really done any Far Cry or played it. I remember it though. I remember seeing it. I remember seeing like GameStop adverts. Do you know how to draw Captain America or Doctor Doom? I haven't done Cap yet, but I've done Doctor Doom before. I drew him with Iron Man one night. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I like your art. Wish I could draw. Hey, thank you, Sonny. Thank you. I've done a little bit of it's older. At this point, it's way older. The Doctor Doom picture, but I've definitely dabbled in a little bit of everything. But gaming wise, you do personal pictures. I need a logo for my clothing line. If you want like a brand or something, DM me. I'll be doing like commissions, or if you want like a page or something like that, just let me know. It was something I missed. Let me scroll down a little bit. I have a save card, so you did it without. On the PSP at first, yeah, I played through Spider-Man 3 without a save card. And I had to play through another game with my brother, man. We was playing through, it was Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. We played all the way through. And what we did, we had to just leave the PlayStation 2 on because we couldn't turn it off. If you turn it off, you lose. You kind of like, you lose the whole save state. What would you rate Typhlosion in Pokemon? I feel like it's been a minute since I've used him, but he was all right. I think that I like Feraligatr a little bit more personally. But I mean, you know, he's himself. I think I'll probably pick up a Typhlosion and a Totodile before I pick up a Chikorita. I drew him, but I never really used Chikorita, I don't think. They'll be selling these? Yes. Who is your favorite legendary? Man, you asked me about Black and White. I think that I definitely am a big fan of the Yin and Yang dragons, like Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, Cold, without a doubt. I like Mewtwo too. Mewtwo was tough. Mewtwo was definitely tough, but I'm always gonna be biased towards the legendary dragons, like the Yin and Yang dragons. It was something about it that was just extremely tough. It's gonna always have a staple in my heart. I mean, you're gonna always gravitate towards your introduction to the games. I would say you're always gonna gravitate towards your own introduction to the games. And I don't think I'm gonna do a cat. Not on here. Not on this one. Not on this one. I'm not feeling it. Somebody asked me to do, it was a picture of, it was like, I drew a black cat the last time I was doing animals. I had like a dog page. Somebody asked me to draw Larry, man. They asked me to draw young Larry. Larry is cool. I wasn't really feeling bro. Not on here. I wasn't really feeling bro. Not for this page, at least. And spider, perhaps. A spider could work. I'm not gonna promise it to DN. I just fell in love with Kyogre, so that's my favorite. Oh, with the dragon. With the dragon. Kyogre is tough. I think between the two, I might be more biased towards Groudon. I think I like Groudon more than I like Rayquaza, honestly. That might seem backwards, like, what? Believe me. As crazy as that may seem. Yo, what's up, Dan? And I'm okay. Animals seem hard and people when sketching. I think that it's about, like, the volume of however many you do, bro. I like the idea of a spider on here. I'm going to look at some spider references. I shouldn't have told you. I should not have told you. She says indubitably. That's how you know stuff is getting around. I grew up around the beach, so I'm out. Yeah, you gonna be biased towards like, cause I realized this when I was drawing. I realized this one night when I was drawing Kyogre. Kyogre looked like an orca. They clearly took inspiration from drawing, like they took inspiration from an orca when they were designing Kyogre. Like you would, I mean, I don't know how I didn't make the connection, but like I remember just one night I was looking, I'm like, man, he looked just like he literally looks like an orca. Kyogre literally is an orca. I shouldn't have told you because it's funner when y'all have to guess. It's funner when y'all have to guess. That's always like my strategy. I don't ever like to just immediately be like, yeah, this is XYZ or this is that. That's this. I should have kind of kept it under wraps. Come on, she's fun and funny. I'm sure she is, bro. I'm okay. I'm sure she is a cool person. I'm good. The real question now is finding a good quality reference. I want to do something to where it at least it lines up. We all forgot all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm memory wiping all of y'all, man. Everyone is getting memory wiped. Anybody that heard anything in the last 5 business minutes, no, you didn't. That was all AI. Fake news, AI, false, garbage. Men in Black Core, indubitably. No 23. All right, some other time. I'm not promising it. Men in Black. I'm about to hit y'all with the little flash thing. Hit y'all with the little. Yeah, you're done. Anything that was just said, everything that was all false. False information. Colin, what are you talking about for real? Can we fast forward? You gotta sit through this. You gotta sit through the process, man. Ain't no skipping. Ain't no getting out of this. What an odd thing to say. That's what I'm saying. What an odd thing to say. You over here trying to summon in some arachnids, bro. What's wrong with you, man? We don't do wildlife and bugs and dark themes over here, bro. Come on, man. It's always sunshine and rainbows over in this live stream. No horror characters, no dragons. It's Goku. Exactly. Tell them. Tell the people. Tell everyone. You falling for a sob right now. I don't know what that man Colin is talking about. That's sob. No 2x speed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is no 2x speed. You knew what you was signing up for, man. You joining the unskippable. You joining the unskippable cutscene, bro. You got caught up in an unskippable cutscene. That's what's really going on here. An unskippable cutscene. I've caught myself trying to speed up lives. Attention span cooked. Nah, you're not the only one. Believe it. Believe it or not. That was part of the reason why I never really. That was part of the reason why I can never get into One Piece, man. Like, even if my attention span wasn't cooked, which it is, believe me. If I gotta watch a show for it, dude, a decade is such a long time. Like in a decade, I might be like a whole different person, bro. Am I even still gonna be interested in One Piece in a decade? Like hopefully in 10 years, because the forced me to sit down for Jujutsu Kaisen. It was a hostage situation. It was a hostage situation. There was no getting out of that. That was a hostage situation, quite literally. You didn't have a say in the matter. Yeah, I think that I'd rather try to ice skate uphill, man. Ice skate up a mountain. Making a mountain out of a molehill. I had like an OG teacher. She would say stuff like that. She would say like all the old-fashioned sayings. I ended up loving it, but the first few episodes, you were in an unskippable cutscene. I know what this is. No, you don't. This is clearly the nameless Namekian, brother. Clearly, the nameless Namekian. Lock in. You gotta lock in, man. No cheating. No shenanigans. Nothing of that nature. Nothing of that nature. Yeah, the mouth is what gave it away. I know, man. I know. That's the crazy thing about drawing in Piccolo, I feel. That's the crazy thing about drawing in Piccolo. He has his features that really just define him as an individual. Like once you see Piccolo, you can't unsee Piccolo. That's the beauty of the madness. Exactly. Young Piccolo, man. The OG ore farmer, the father that stepped up. It is not him. I don't know, man. You seem so sure of yourself. This is all just abstract scribbling. If we're looking at this objectively, this can be whatever the mind makes it. Now listen, man. Not to get too philosophical, but dudes be. Do you know how dudes be? The philosophical people, they be saying like the most obvious statements ever. Like there is no objective reality, right? So in some universe, this can be whatever it is, whatever you want it to be. This is quite literally anything and everything at once. Like things in motion got to stay in motion or whatever, however it works. Ever fired a scoop before? Yeah, who hasn't? I thought it was Vegeta. I thought it was Vegeta too. I thought it was a multitude of things. I thought that it was a multitude of things. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Each individual glove. I think I'm gonna put his tail on her too, man. That's what's really gonna bring it together. You gotta have his tail in the mix. You gotta put bro's tail into the mix. I remember, man, like I had an old fashioned teacher, and she would say all like the old people sayings, like don't make a mountain over a molehill. I don't even know why. That's just like a core memory of mine. Do not make a mountain over a molehill. Y'all making a mountain over a molehill right now with these strange arachnid connections. I don't know why y'all seeing it. I don't know why y'all looking at this and seeing an arachnid, bro. I don't even be drawing bugs for real like that. Bugs and creatures. Bugs and little creatures I don't do. Not anymore, at least. Grew up with old people and ended up being caught out for saying things like that. Yeah, you're cooked. Like, why are you saying don't make a mountain out of a molehill? It's over with. I know they wasn't calling you uncle. They was calling you auntie. Somebody, whose auntie is this, man? Whose grandmama is this, man? Somebody's grandmama, man. A Komodo dragon. No. Not right now, at least. I've done little reptilian drawings and stuff before. I'm okay. Not right now. I've done more reptile drawings you can believe, bro. More reptiles. Yeah, it's over. It's over, Lex. It's over with. You got honorary auntie status. The way they be trying to throw around that unk slur in here, I now bestow upon you you're the new title holder. Yeah, you might not be unk, but you're auntie now. Yo, what about aquatic? That's what somebody else is trying to get me to do, but I've done like a lot of aquatic recently. Done a lot of aquatic recently. I'm not gonna promise it. Honestly, man, I was talking about Pokemon earlier. I had somebody that I wanted to do personally. I had it's gonna be random to y'all, but it's not random to me. It's gonna be extremely random, but you gotta trust my vision, bro. It's gonna be extremely random to those of you that have been following this live stream, but it's not that random. Maybe a whale shark. Perhaps, man. Perhaps. He is not slipping up on telling us what he's drawing anymore. Exactly. I was a bit too. I was being open-minded and engaging, but I messed around and I dropped the Krabby Patty formula. I can't do that. How does one acquire his talent? You gotta get a hold of the Krabby Patty formula, bro. I cannot slip up and mess around and drop the secret formula, bro. Because you wouldn't believe me if I told you. You would not believe me if I told you. All these little legs. It's just another crab dog. Exactly. It's like the coconut crab. The ones that live on that island that they say got Amelia Earhart. I seen people speculate that she actually was eaten by coconut crabs. I don't really know how I feel about that. The OG, the coconut crabs, they get all big. So when you drawing the scorpion tail, I don't know. That's a tragic way to go, though, man. It's a tragic way. It's a little technique, or is this random? There is technique. It's structure. It might seem more random than not, but I'm still pretty intentional with these. I get a lot of people that accuse me just like, oh, you're just randomly scribbling. Yes, but no. Which Pokemon would you want it to be? Mine would be Rayquaza. Bro, you trying to like Jedi mind tricks the answer out of me. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you what the next page is gonna be, bro. And we trying to know, yo, them trying to like fast forward, engage. Tragic, I took a shot from the moon. Yeah, nah. No, no, no. I mean, more like, so what do you use each hand for? Is it too? It's too in depth for general randomness, but it's half. That's the magic, though. You know, that is the magic. That is the magic. I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm very intentional, even if it might seem like I'm not. I'm very intentional. But both hands 2 for 2. Listen, I'm gonna put it like this. I have an outcome in mind, and how I reach that outcome, it doesn't matter. I want to bring these to life. That's what I go for. Sometimes it might get a little bit shaky. You gonna tell us afterwards? Well, whenever I'm done with him, of course. Maybe. I look for shape and structure. That's what I go for mainly. Shape and structure. I mean, they don't gotta be perfect. It don't gotta be perfect at all with these. I want to bring them to life as I'm drawing each of his individual tails. His tails on this page. I'm back the toughest dude ever. All right, bro. What you got for us, man? You about to drop some knowledge. I can do on the bud. I'm seeing an ant head. Exactly. That's I love to hear that, man. I'm seeing an ant head. I can do this. Yeah, you might be able to. You never know. You never know. We're getting somewhere though, y'all. We're getting somewhere. I'm drawing in some of the surrounding dirt around him, you know. He's the dude from. He's one of the Z fighters. I gotta get him in full detail. That's what's really going on here, man. That's what's really going for this page. Do you ever do landscapes, like full on portraits? I mean, usually no. I don't really do too many landscapes or full on face pictures. Usually not, at least. I'll do a lot of animal drawings, or I'll draw characters. People ask me a lot about animes and stuff. That's my lane normally. With like the exception of something else that might be completely out there, but I'll be all over the place, honestly. It's 2 and I have school. Should I sleep? Also, we have state testing, brother. Bro, you gotta go to sleep, man. You playing. You are playing. Yo, what's up, Dito? Bro, you said I got state testing. Dog, it's 2 in the morning. You gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in. If I was you, I would probably been trying to sleep. Chat, that is not dirt. We finished, bro. This is Yamcha whenever he got beat up into the crater. Just like me, for real, working the AM fully booked schedule of dog grooming, but I'm hooked. You got the little buddies. Oh no, you about to be cutting up little Rufus. You about to mess up little Rufus's little cut. That's so. I remember whenever like my dog was still. It's so crazy because like dogs be knowing. Like when my childhood dog was still living, what he would do, he would like they know. They know. Even when you think they don't know, they be knowing. So he would be all happy to go on a car ride. It would be times where he ran away, and they think like little kids, but they be knowing. The way that we would get him to come back is like we would pull up and he'd be going on his little adventure. He'd run off, or one time he jumped out the window. We ended up finding him. It was anyways. We ended up finding him, and my mom would trick him because she'd be like, "You want to go on a car ride?" He would get all happy, and there would be times where we would go on car rides, but we pull up to the dog groom place, and his little legs, he'd start pulling. He was a little guy, but he would pull. You would think that he like really would train for it or something, but he was really strong as a little dog. He make the shadow from Stranger Things. My dog ran away 15 times. He's banned from the place. Yeah, they will run away. Buford, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Buford, are you listening? Buford was like plotting the scheme. Buford was planning an escape. Buford, are you with us? Man, Buford was fighting demons over there in that little chair, man. Dude, I love this. Thanks, bro. Young Buford. Anyways, dogs, they be knowing, bro. They be knowing. And man, we get to the dog groom place and he would start he would start like leaning. Like when my dog, when he was still living, we would be walking. And when he didn't want to do something, he would start leaning. He would lean and put all his like leg strength into resisting. I would never really, I wouldn't really do tug of wars with him. I would just pick him up. He was little. If he was a husky or something, I would have been cooked. You seen Mr. Duck when he was sleeping in class? Nah. Yo, what's up, CP? All is well. Hey, man, all is well for sure, man. I don't think it's worth. You got a little dog. Don't tug of war with him. Just pick him up. He be all animals know negative energy. They do. How do I say? Animals, they're more perceptive to stuff than I think that we are. Like their senses are more tuned to stuff that we can't pick up on. So I think that it makes total sense. How'd you start this? How'd you even know you can? This is 5. Thanks, bro. You need to just experiment. The more you do, the easier it becomes. And I had a golden retriever in the bath the other day who was fully leaning against me. Yeah. Or yeah, what they'll do is they'll lean against. I don't really know. I don't know too much about dog grooming, but they'll lean against you, or if you're giving them a bath, they gotta come find you and they gotta shake. They gotta like get all up on you, like extremely close. I was covered in shampoo. That's what I'm saying. That was strategic. He had to get back at you. He said, you know what? If I got a bath, you got a bath. If I got a bad time, you got a bad time too, bro. We in this together. If I gotta suffer through this bad time, you gotta suffer through this bad time too. We in this collectively. Jason, my dog, is an angel. His name. Way more my farm dogs say, don't even go up to any women. She was a rescue. She comes to my girl. They be knowing. They be knowing. And usually when they don't like people, they will let you know. They will let you know always. It's like if my dog don't trust you. I'm kind of. What's going on here? What's going on with you, man? You know? What's going on? They be knowing though. They know more than what people realize. I've been getting a lot of bird videos in my recommendation feed, and people teaching their, I think it's like the African cockatoo or something. It's the African gray. That's what it is. It's an African gray bird. It's like a parrot or something, but they're really good at memorizing and replicating words. They're very intelligent. More intelligent. Like it's absurd the words they would know and the things they would say. I have a German Shepherd who's like this. She hates everyone but me. Yeah, she said I'm not tolerating nothing. But if you're her favorite person, you're just her favorite person. Nothing wrong with that. So we gotta cut the nonsense, man. We gotta cut the nonsense. Reminds me of wolves. Yeah, I think wolves are they're very particular too. I've never really been in the business of owning a wolf, but I suppose that it makes sense that they're not tolerating no nonsense. They can't really. I mean, if you're out in the wild, you're out in the tundra, running around in the cold, you gotta. I mean, like a mistake is death. Please do a wolf. I don't know if I'm gonna put a wolf on here, bro. I put a wolf on one of my more recent drawing pages. I've yet to upload it, but when I do upload it, you'll see it. I just don't want to feel like I'm doing the exact same thing over and over. That's all. I don't want to feel as if I'm doing the exact same thing over and over. Don't mess with the wolves. Oh no, I'm not going to personally. I mean, you might lose an arm or two trying to get you a little pet. He might take your arm off or something. Or mountain lions either. Nah, listen, bro. Like I got sense, and I think that it's the bobcats. I think it's in Appalachia where they're known for. They sound like people out in the forest screaming and stuff because they'll like not howl, but they'll just literally they'll be out in the trees just hollering, bro. Quite literally screaming, top of their lungs. That's why Appalachia got all the crazy folklore stories. Yo, thank you too, Haj. Anatomically correct heart. Even that. I mean, this is something that's a little bit. I don't really think I was like looking for anatomy. I'm looking for stuff that's more themed around this darker tone. Stuff that's a little bit more themed around however you would classify this without being overly typical. Appalachia, have you ever done the folklore? Not intentionally, but I had one night where I was drawing a lot of deer skulls and stuff. People thought that I was doing skinwalkers. I have drawn Mothman before, but that's the deepest that I've really gotten into the folklore. Everything else is kind of like I've tiptoed on the surface level. But I always enjoy going down the rabbit holes with the different folklores for Appalachia and the different creatures, the cryptids. I've always been interested in just some of the stories people tell. One that really stuck out to me for whatever reason, it was like it's superstitious stuff. One was if you're in the forest, there's been a lot of neighborhoods and towns and stuff that are just abandoned, I believe, in Appalachia. And it's like if you find a staircase, you're not supposed to walk up it if it leads nowhere. It's just little things like that. I like the little folklore. Even if it's more simple, it's like, where does the mind go? Appalachia. I'm Native American, but we're not supposed to mention or speak. Oh, yeah, I got you. Skullhead. Even with that, I haven't really. Maybe. People be saying all that. It's like some things you don't speak on, and it makes total sense. It's like if you are like out in the wilderness, people saying, "Hey man, I don't know if that's a good idea. Don't say this, don't say that." I'm trusting the vision, bro. I'm not playing with nothing that's out there. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Last thing I want to do is get caught lacking. Oh, you should get the book from B&N called The Encyclopedia of Mythological Monsters. You try to turn me into like a monster hunter, bro? A monster hunter. It's gonna be like Pet Cemetery, but not Pet Cemetery. Perhaps, man. If I were to get into the business of monster hunting, or a bat or a moth, I have to see. I have to see. This is definitely missing something, though. This one is definitely missing something, and I don't want to make it overly typical. This one's definitely missing something for sure. Not for inspiration. I'm just spitting things out on the spot. This one is definitely missing something. What else? The Babadook. That's some movie stuff. I'm looking for something, and I don't want to. There's something that's missing from here. There's something that's definitely missing from here. I don't want to fill the space with something that's. It's an old Bohemian story where she would move through the forest at night to find a youngling, a scorpion, or animals. Well, I didn't want to like spam bugs. I wasn't looking to just completely do all the exact same things all on this one. I'm kind of leaning more towards a candle too. But my thing about the candle is I want to figure out maybe a different reference for one. Maybe I'll save. You could put a line depicting the sun. I'm kind of going for like a theme here though. I'm going for a certain theme. I'm not just doing anything. Definitely going for a certain theme. Like this one is still grounded, even if it doesn't seem that way. This one is definitely still grounded. This one is definitely still grounded. My grandma used to tell me the story. She only spoke, I think, what is that, Kazek? I don't think I said that right. Maybe a random doodle, a chalice. A chalice might be cool. Chalice. Let me look that up. Somebody said do some crosses earlier too. Like I know that it's like it's a place. We're getting somewhere. My internet's over, or my computer is playing. It's playing games. It's playing games. Chalice is a dope idea. Let me close some of these tabs before my stuff self-destructs. Got like a million tabs open at one time. The vision. Now for the moment that y'all have all been waiting for. The moment that the people have been waiting for. As I was saying before, though, like I wanted for this one to feel like it was still grounded. I'm thinking that for the next page, it'll be a little bit very low drum roll. Yeah, something that just it matches. Hurry us and show us the final product. I'm gonna slow down just for you, bro. Slowing way down. Just kind of just throwing an idea out there to where it didn't feel overly. It's like out of the blue. How did you do that? Well, Everything comes down to the more hit you with the unk. That's what I'm saying, yo. You seeing what's going on here? They be throwing that word around like that's just. I'm about to unk. They be throwing around that little title. It ain't really as effective as it once was. I've become immune. But that unk slur, man, that's some real weight behind that word. Some real weight behind that word. It's a reverse psychology. It's mind games, Jedi mind tricks. As a fellow 21-year-old, I'm sort of offended. Ah, man, that's how you know the game has changed. The game has changed, and the I guess the qualification is gonna just keep going down. You see, well, they don't even know. The unk slur. That's a lot of weight. If you're unk, I'm OG. I'm offended. Yeah, bro. That unk word. It's a lot of weight behind that. It means a lot. I told you, thanks to that, my kids call me unk every once in a while. Yeah, unk. The unk slur. Unk and OG. OG is even crazier. I feel like if for you to acquire the title OG, you gotta be at least 60. Maybe 40, maybe 45 to 60. 45 to 60. OG, we gotta, I feel like OG, you gotta have the badges to wear that title, man. I'm 24. Close enough. 60, 24, bro. We at this point. This world, 60 is on your way out. You know, I think that the life expectancy is going up. Going up, not going down. I almost said the wrong thing. I can see where you're going. I'm thinking OG is like 30s. 30 is crazy. 30 is unk. 30 is unk. Close enough. I know you just, hey, man, I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules of the game. I'm here, man, you know. I didn't create the rules. 30s, I'm 28, I'm almost there. You are. You know, it's coming for you fast, man. It's coming for you fast. Well, I'm 24, 60, 35, man. It's all in the same age gap, man, you know. I look at life like seasons. In the beginning, you're just, you know, you're a noob. You just spawned in. Give me one more year, one more day, one more hour. We're seeing 21 years and envying, and we seeing 21 and calling us old. Yeah, I think that it's a spiritual thing. People be trying to spiritually age me up, man. I be having to rebuke that unk title sometimes, dude. Cause sometimes I'm like, all right, that's siphoning like my life out of me, man. That unk word. Genuinely, I'm taking for storm damage. I'm 38. So, what is your thoughts on the OG title? That these people be OG, not even OG unk. Unk, OG, Itachi on this would have been fire. Itachi is cool, but I'm not really. There is a time and place for that man Itachi, and I'm just not really trying to throw that man into the mix, honestly. Not really looking to throw that man into the equation. It doesn't bother me. You better than me, bro. 'Cause sometimes we will say OG earned it. If you are an OG, like there's some kind of like character development that had to take place, like a transformation. Like you're like a zone of your own. You hit like a new flow state, like a new point in life. OG being 30 is insane. I know I got like a cool like 9 years before I'm 30, bro. But 9 years that's like less than a decade. 9 years. Like 9 years from now, like what the heck is that even? 9 years, you're not even gonna be the same person. Like you're gonna be a whole new evolution, a whole new path, a whole new journey. I got 2 years, and them nine years gonna come fast. Hey, bro, I don't need that reminder, man. I didn't need that reminder. OG kept the neighborhood safe. Yeah, you know there has to be there's balance, right? There's balance and there's purpose behind everything. I got a cool 9 years. 9 years of character development. By the time I become OG or unk, I'm gonna be like super OG, super unk. I mean, you know, it's I ain't really preparing early though. I'm just here, man. I'm just here. I'm just here. That's gonna be like my whole vision. That is for me, Uncle G. What you going ahead and claiming dibs on the title, bro? Is that what you doing? Claiming dibs on the title. Cause if that's for me, that ain't for me, bro. That is reserved for somebody else. They call us kids out. Then we have a talk. Yeah, man. Unk OG. Unk OG. Y'all, I'm thinking that for this page, I think I'm gonna leave it off on her. I think I'm gonna move on to something else. As I was saying before, I wanted to do just some Pokemon. Let us see. Yeah, okay, here's everyone. Here's everything on here. By the way, I didn't say it earlier, but this one is indeed a night. See, grow that for sure, man. This one is definitely a night. One thing worse than talking to mom on the block, she didn't mess around. Here's everyone. Nah, you knew it. Nah, this is clearly Team Gohan, bro. You didn't see the vision, but say okay. Who was him? Yeah, it's like some it definitely is. It definitely is what I thought it was. You deserve it, homie. Thanks, guy. So cool. You're seeing the vision. You're seeing the vision. Okay, but I had another theme I wanted to do. This is gonna seem random. This is gonna seem extremely random, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. This one is gonna seem extremely random, but I need y'all to just see the vision. I need you to see the vision. So cool. All right, I got another idea. This one is gonna seem extremely like, what the heck? Where did this come from? But where did this come from? Y'all gotta just trust me, bro. You guys to trust me. This is gonna be some Pokemon too. I think you two come with me. Yo, going from like a dark fantasy route to Pokemon is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna do it though. I'm going to do it. It's gonna be somebody that's lesser known too. But the spider was good, especially with the webs. I just didn't want him to seem like he was just on the page. No life. No nothing. I wanted for him to seem more alive. That was what I was really looking to pull off, you know. That was what I was truly looking to pull off with everything coming together on there. There's like a level of aliveness that I always do my best to go for whenever some of these come together. There's a level of aliveness. You never want these to just feel too flat. Still no kids, no wife. I don't feel like an unk. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. No kids, no wife, bro. I bet it's a lot of people that's like in your boat though. It's so crazy. I remember like having coworkers and stuff and knowing people in my class. People had like kids. I couldn't even like conceptualize having like a family of my own right now, bro. That's like, yes. I think that's like the cool part about your 20s. I mean, I know I just kind of got into my 20s. I'm 21, man, but dog, some people got houses, families. No people with kids. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's always like an eye opener. People like, yeah, man, I just had my fifth. I'm like, you're married now? People be like, they be doing whatever they gotta do. People be getting immediately to work. It's like I really, you know, it's boom, but people immediately start spawning people in. It's like I don't really know if I'm like in that mind space to start spawning people in, man. Came to work sick and a coworker asked if I was pregnant, like me. I'm a child. Yeah, it's like you know, that's a whole nother little Johnny. Rush the situation, little Johnny, bro. I just say that's. Now I mean, maybe like a couple years, maybe I'll be like singing a different tune. Who knows, man? Little Johnny, bro. Little Johnny. Little buddy, man. Rush. I just status. It's crazy how we were from upstate. Yeah, man, people be family playing. They be like, yeah, man, that's my I got my son and my daughter. It's like, dog, I feel like we was just, yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. If you make it happen, kudos to you, man. Like, I'm like, dang, bro, we were just in high school. But that was crazy to me, you know, not even kids, but I remember, like, some of my classmates, people getting married. My dog threw up on me the other day, and it was confirmed I got a good few years before I'm ready to that. I'm ready for that. Yeah. Little Rufus. He gave you a sneak peek. Little Rufus. He said, you know what, I'm going to just do this for the love of the game. Why? I don't know, but, you know what, she seemed like she's ready for this. Little Rufus had the dog throwing up on me, man. That's where I got to draw the line. Little buddy. Came up our cubes, giving me her bone and boom, boy, yeah. That was the goal. That was the goal. That was the scheme. She said, I'm a distract her with this bone. It's at Ampharos. Nah. Yeah, don't be trying to get ahead of yourself, bro. I'm cool with being the rich uncle one day. Maybe being the rich uncle is the method, bro. Maybe being the rich uncle, having that might be the method. Like, oh man, he come around Christmas, man. But some of my classmates, yeah, you know, I ain't really seen Uncle RPT or Uncle John, but Uncle John is pretty cool, man. Side question. Uncle John. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to draw on his electric. Being the rich uncle. Say, you know, I ain't really in the business of. I think that there's a lot of people taking that path, though. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but I think a lot of people are just kind of just doing their own thing. Saying, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. People ain't really trying to go over and watch siblings for hours, greet him. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a big commission. It's like, you know what? It's like, you know, man, this lifestyle the dog threw up on me. Watching the little buddy, it's too much for me, man. So I don't really know if I'm built for this. I don't know if this game is for me. The game of change. It's like, I think I'm cool for now, man. I think I'm cool. Make this little top part of his head a little bit more rounded. This top part of little buddies. Look like I want this. I gotta go. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Little buddy. Sorry, once you have it, that's all you gotta worry about. Yeah. I mean, I'll figure that once that decision is made. Once that decision is made, you can't just you can't take. I mean, you can't go back on it. You know, that's kind of once little Timmy is here, bruh. See you drawing dogs the other day. I think do you like the WWE? I don't dislike the WWE, but I've never really been that super into it. You know, I mean, I'm like somewhat aware, but I ain't really fully immersed myself into it. But I have seen it. I've seen it being in proximity with other people. There's always the fire station. The fire station is insane. Yo, thank you for the roads, Steve Wapper. The fire station is crazy. The fire station. That's a forever life sentence. Yeah, bro. WWF gets it cool from a distance of short periods of time. I just, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool just being where I'm at, man. I ain't really. That's a little person, bro. It's a little person. The WWF, you said. Like I said, I mean, I'm familiar just in proximity, but I ain't really fully invested myself. Are you in college? Sort of. I find myself like kind of in between right now. But maybe I'll go back. Who knows? Who knows? WWE, I'm a Roman Reigns stan. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure that's a cool. I ain't really you've been drawn for. I've been doing this for as longer than you can believe. Longer than you can believe. You using a reference? Yep. I've been looking at reference pictures for these. It's not just all off the dome. It is not all off of the dome at all. Right now, I'm drawing this little character from Reigns the GOAT. I'm drawing this little character right now. I didn't want to outright say who he was, because I feel like I'll make it too easy. Too simple. Too straightforward. Bulbasaur. Nah, it's not Bulbasaur. This is not Bulbasaur. It's somebody else. He's a little bit more low key. He ain't Bulbasaur though. We not glazing Charizard, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur. Not right now. Not tonight. Marie, however you spell it. You think it's Marie? Said no. What pens? Not off the domes. So this on the right, it is a red big pen. On the left, it is a Papermate Right Bro 1.0 pen. Papermate. Not off the dome. This is not off of the dome at all. I'll be looking at a lot of reference pictures for these. I couldn't outright say who bro was. I can't make it too easy. Like a regular big pen and paper. Yeah, it is. It is like regular. It's like very standard. I'm not like doing nothing that's overly. It's all about pressure control. That's what I've come to find with a lot of these pages. If you could just grasp your pressure, then everything else will be able to come into place, you know? Here, I had a pen run out, of course. I actually have one on standby right now. I've had a lot of these run out. You ever have a favorite pen? What was it? I tend to lean more towards my blue, more than anything. I lean more towards the blue pen. I like these a lot. They leak, but they're very solid. They're very, very solid indeed. If I had to have one that was like this, I like this one above all else. That's what I would definitely say. That's where I'm at. That is where I am at. A leak, how do you cover it? Well, I mean, it's not even a matter of covering it necessarily. It's more like once it's done, you got to just figure out a way to adapt. It's not even about hiding the leak or nothing like that. I mean, like sometimes the ink itself will quite literally splotch out a little bit. I just kind of learned to adapt with it, but usually my solution, you don't want to press down too hard. Like the solution is just you just got to sketch. The more you sketch, it becomes a little bit better. What kind of paper? It's like medium grade. It's medium grade 9x12 inch paper. That's the grade. If you ever drawn Kick Patowski? No, but I've definitely done different Cartoon Network characters. Both. I've done like a lot of older ones, like older characters, for sure. On here. Definitely done a lot of old characters here and there. I know one of the first lives that I ended up doing, it was one night when I was on. And it was like I did like a blend of a lot of different Cartoon Network characters. It was iconic characters that came up. People were just naming different characters, whoever their favorite might be, and I was just doing them. A burger? No. This one isn't a burger at all. A burger is kind of crazy. You asked me to draw a burger, or had you genuinely? But how do you not stop? How do you do proportion? Well, the proportion comes from everything is shapes, but I gauge proportion based off like whatever it is I'm looking at. That's how you do it. That's the cheat code. But you only do that. Now I'm just saying burger. Fair enough. I gauge proportion off of doing like you become more comfortable with the proportion the more that you do. A burger? No. Yeah, nah, you trying to cook, little buddy. You can't cook this man. Probably get electrocuted or something. I don't think that's the method. Somebody was asking me about eating Pokemon though. I don't know if that's the method, bro. I don't immediately know if that is the method. In my honest opinion. But yeah, that's what's really going on here. Yeah, they be eating Pokemon in the Pokemon world. That's a real thing, apparently. What do you mean eating them? No, literally. That's what I thought, man. I'm like, why are you trying to... I thought the exact same thing when I seen that. Is your real name Shades Jason? No. Is your real name Mirak? Or Mirik? However you say bro's name. I know he's from Skyrim. He was the other Dragonborn. No, but my actual name, it is Jason. Like officially, my government name. You gonna do a deep dive on me, Marek? Deep dive, checking the BJ, checking the documents, man. He say, hey, bro, you're not who you say you are. It's so funny. I've recognized you coming here a couple of times. I've been watching like people play Skyrim again. It's very interesting. It is very interesting. It is indeed. I'm gonna kind of shape out his little horns. How do you draw this way? Hey, the more you do, the better you get. Pressure control helps a lot too. You don't want to press down too hard, and everything is shapes. That's the cheat code, bro. That is the cheat code. If there was one, immediately. If there was a cheat code, that's what it would be. Now, I'm thinking that for this one, I would like to do the whole evolution. So just bear with me as I'm drawing him out fully. Bear with me. Oh, you said Marie? Yo, don't. Hey, by the way, man, I don't want to see nobody. No chat GPT, no cheating either on this one. I wanted to do something that was a vibe switch, though. I was doing the dark fantasy stuff with the knights and all that. I wanted to do something that was a little bit lighter in tone and just, it's like a vibe switch up a little bit. That way, I try to kind of keep it to where there's like different themes going on. I need it in and out. I know my Pokemon, no chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes y'all be saying that, but y'all be consulting with ChatGPT or Google. Seem to be phony. Draw something from Helldivers if you know what that is. I don't know enough about it, man. How can you paint this way? Well, everything is shapes. Everything is shapes. Everything is shapes. That's like, that is the main part of these. If you could just grasp shapes, then you're in a good position. Promise I'm not. I spotted it whenever you did my favorite, and even with the Legend of Zelda. Zelda's cool, but I was always more of like a Marvel guy, or not Marvel. Mario. I got the M's mixed up. Marvel, Mario. There's a whole lot of M's going on. Mareep. Whole lot of M's going on. You did Zorua. I have. It's been a minute though. It has been a minute. I have done Zorua. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't even know Magneto. I don't even know whenever I did. I don't even remember which page I did Zorua on. I know I did them though. And then you did. Zorua is crazy. I definitely have done Zorua. Or Ditto. I've done Bro too. I've done. Can you do Magneto? No, not on here. Not right now. I'm not really that interested in doing like Marvel people right now. Spider-Man has came up a lot too. People have been asking me to do Spider-Man, but I've since slowed up a lot with a lot of the Marvel pieces that I was doing. I was looking to just make something that this was a little bit more grounded. Something that was a little bit more Mareep. Nah, this is not Mareep. Your eyes are deceiving you. Your eyes are deceiving you. Indeed, indeed, indeed. That's a flaffy. Oh, nah, this is, say what it looks like. What would you say is your most common? My most common that I've done is I'll have streaks where I'll do a lot of wildlife. I've since slowed up with it now, but I've probably done a lot of owl drawings. If I have one thing that I've done above all else, more than the rest, I was close. Oh, nah. I've done more owl drawings than you can believe. I slowed down, but the technique and the results are sick. Thank you. I've had some of these where that was like that was the whole thing. I'm gonna make his little, sorry, a little bit more fluffed, or his wool. Owls are dope. I like a lot of the birds, man. I think that the birds are definitely dope too. I got to the point where I was doing so many that I wanted to like have like a vibe. I wanted to have like a vibe switch or something. That was the pull. That was the allure. I never want to do too much of the same thing. Like even with the Pokemon, you know, I'll do them every blue moon. But I never wanted to get to the point to where it's like I feel like I'm doing the exact same thing over and over. That's also part of the reason why. Which owls do you think are the best? The ones that I've drawn the most are probably the horned owls or the barn owls. It's day to day. Oh no, you've been asking me for a minute though. It's somebody. It's a couple of y'all been asking me for a couple of things for a minute. It's a couple of y'all that been asking me for a couple of things. I might do some Dr. Seuss eventually though, dude. I've been saying that for a minute. Some Dr. Seuss. Is today the day? No, but when the time does come, you will know. What are you drawing? Well, I'm doing some Pokemon. Dr. Seuss sounds cool. And part of the reason I immediately recognized, because like I've seen like some books. It was like some OG Dr. Seuss books that I seen when I was at my job. I didn't even know they was making Dr. Seuss books the same that they did back in the day. Yeah, barn owls are cool and long-eared ones. I feel like they have like a very unique look. Dropped the Discord yet? No. No. Maybe soon though, man. Maybe soon. I might change my mind and decide just go ahead and just throw everything up. Boom. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned, because I don't know. I have a barn that live in my tree. I feed her. They're so pretty. They're very like I've seen the videos of baby owls. They almost look otherworldly. I don't know if they look as otherworldly as say a jellyfish or something, but there's like levels of otherworldliness. If you've ever just seen one out and about, out in the wild, that they're not really what you would expect. They're pretty big though. They're definitely pretty big, I would say. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start just shaping in some more of where his wool and stuff is gonna be. What's wrong with jellyfishes? I never said there was nothing wrong with them. They look otherworldly. Like you looking at a jellyfish, they don't look like they're of this world. A lot of the ocean animals don't look of this world. They look like they're from somewhere else, which is cool. I mean, they look like. Bet you could draw owl and flat really nice. I mean, for sure. It's my Mimi time, so I don't mess up the little Rufus slide up. Can't wait to catch the next one. Hey, take it easy. It has been real, and good luck on little Rufus's fade. Middle evolution. What you do is double good night. Take it easy too, Lex. You know what? It's otherworldly octopus and squid. That's what I would like. That falls under the category of like ocean animals. That's what I was saying. Everything, it all falls under that ocean animal category. Anything that lives in the ocean to me is immediately kind of, they're not of this world. Squids, octopus, anything in between. It's not. They look like they got their own distinct look. Yeah, thank you too, Luke. Tardigrade. I gotta look up a tardigrade. I remember there's just basketball, hockey, half an hour. That's what's up, too. I imagine like that's a very useful skill to have in sports and stuff. Going ahead and switching it up makes you unpredictable. Extremely unpredictable indeed. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit there so I can catch the new messages. And yeah, man, I want to just do something that was tardigrades come back to life after 100 years. They are immortal. But what even are they? I think jellyfish are immortal too, low key. Or they're immortal in their own way where they can attach themselves to rocks. Like jellyfishes are weird, or maybe weird. They are weird. They're strange. They're strange little creatures. But what they can do is they could attach themselves to rocks, and they can reset their whole lifespan basically. They can kind of go back to old life cycles. Like they can kind of go back. They can reverse their age. It's very strange. I mean, it's not something you see every day. It's you see regularly. They're definitely some National Geographic. They can go back to whenever they were baby. They can literally revert their age, which is such a. So it's like, dang, you know, another animal too, where technically they're immortal, but they're not like immortal for real. But they're only. The only thing that can really kill them is disease or other. I think it's crocodiles, or maybe it's alligators. It's one of the two. Where they don't really have too many just natural. They can live for a very long time. What kills them is how big they grow. Lobsters, yeah. Lobsters are the same way. Lobsters can get really old, but what kills lobsters is they don't really have like they get so big and they don't have enough energy to shed. Like the bigger they get, the more slow they are, and they don't have like they lose energy whenever they're shedding. And it gets to a point to where like it's molting. It's not even shedding. Shedding is for snakes, but they'll go through like a whole thing where they'll molt, and they can die if they expend too much energy. It's like a whole thing within itself, or a whole process. It's crazy. I mean, it's a lot of stuff with animals and nature. But lobsters can get really old. They just be chilling in the sea. They're like little sea roaches. They literally look like sea roaches. Tardigrades can survive any cold, any heat, outer space, and come back to life after years and years. They're like little animals though, right? They're like little. They're something. Thank you for the rose too, Gwen. I've heard of tardigrades. Like I didn't immediately place it, but they're like little animals. I wonder how somebody even figured out that they even exist. Like how did you go about? Okay, yeah, this is a real thing. Like who was the original? Who was like, yeah, tardigrade is really out here for real. And they got self revived after 100 years. Is what you said? Like why is that even practical in a sense of nature? Like it's like, all right, you know what, man? I've been gone for a minute, but I'm gonna just go ahead and respawn. Like what? Tardigrade, aka water bears. I'm saying, like, what even is that? I was just saying, like, thank you, Gwen. Like, why? What is that? That life sounds similar to cockroaches, but I've never heard of cockroaches respawning though. Like, I mean, at least whenever you step on a roach, most of the time it's dead. Like, they're not about to just pop off the self-res and hop back up, and most of them ain't. I know that with roaches, you got to be real careful because if you spray them, they have this thing where if you spray the mother and the mother doesn't die, the kids will have resistance to the poison. Tardigrades are the craziest rabbit hole I've ever been down. It sounds crazy. You know, you mentioned them dying and coming back to life. That was all I needed to know. Like, what do you mean you coming back to life? What does that mean? What does that mean? But yeah, tardigrades, animals, all that, anything in between. Hey, I'm gonna tell you another animal that don't need to exist, but it does. I used to like whenever my dog was still living. I didn't like whenever I would like find ticks on them. Ticks are terrible. The smell of roaches. The smell of roaches does get roaches there, and they're definitely getting immune to sprays. The road is wonky. Yeah, I don't like ticks, but I strongly dislike. I don't like roaches, but I don't like ticks either. I don't like them ticks. It's like why does that exist? Why? Like who was like why we need this? That and mosquitoes. I think mosquitoes are some kind of food source for something, but ticks, bro. It's like, oh yes, you know what? Let me just start cooking stuff up. Why? Because why not? And bed bugs too. Why does that exist? I don't have to worry about it as much because I'm in KS. I don't know what that means, man, but hey, more power to you, bro. I'm glad it's working out for you. Wherever you at, I hope they don't find you. Ticks and mosquitoes. Wherever you are, I hope that they don't find you. So it would be quite tragic. It would be. Rough month. Brighten my day. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you kind of able to brighten what you see, man. Shootably. I appreciate it, Tyler. Only female mosquitoes bite. A mosquito is a mosquito, man. I don't really want any of them near me. A mosquito is a mosquito. Keep them all away from me. Keep them all away from me. Mantis shrimp are wild. We have four light cones in our eyes. They have 16 that can see colors we can't. The female needs the blood for the babies. Lyme disease and alpha get out of the must-eat. Yeah, it's over with. They can like bite you and you can't eat meat no more. You gotta, I don't even know. You gotta change up your, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know where to begin with something like that. It's like, well, I've been spending my whole life eating this food. Lyme disease is crazy too, because I think that Lyme disease, it messes you up. I don't even know what Lyme disease does, but I just remember being a kid and just people knowing that it can mess you up. It can mess you up in some way, shape, or form. My uncle became paralyzed from a tick bite, and I had to relearn to walk. Is that what Lyme disease does? What does Lyme disease even do? What is Lyme disease? What is Lyme disease? Lyme disease is a bacterial infection transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected black-legged or deer tick. Early symptoms typically include flu-like feelings and characteristics. Bullseye rash. If caught early, it can be treated, but if left untreated, it can spread to your joints, heart, and nervous system. Yeah, it can mess you up then. I know they could do something to your nervous system, but I didn't know that it could, like, literally. It paralyzed, dude? Bro, we got that and out. Hey, bro. What is going on? Why does that exist? Can you do a French knife helmet? Probably not. The kissing bug. Can't that can mess you up too, right? The kissing bug? Bro, these bugs gotta go, man. these little creatures, little bugs. If I'm treated, the nervous system is a spinal cord. Like, why does that exist? Like, who was like, yeah, man, you know what? That's what we need. Why? The nervous system misfires, causing all kind of, yeah. Like, you know what? Let me just do this for the love of the game. Like, come on, man. Why? Sorry, that's exactly what we need. We need more cases in the East Coast. I think that there's been like an uprising, like a lot of ticks and stuff. People are saying it's gonna be a bad season, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Hey, bro, trust the vision. This was like an idea that I had gotten. I wanted to just kind of do something that was a little bit more out there, for sure. Do something that was a little bit. No cases, just fear mongering. If you don't do yard work, you're fine. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you just outside and you're like you're in the brush. But I mean, you never know. I'm not really tripping. Hey, whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, bro. Whatever is meant to be, will be. There's no point in tripping. You have to just eat. You have to just eat your grass, your bug burger, bro. Your bug burger with your paper straws. Just, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, it's delicious. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna leave you to the bug burgers, man. The bug burgers and for the love of the game. More bug burgers for you. Side you some little critters, some little grasshoppers. Somebody, yo, it was the crow, wasn't it? Somebody was saying, somebody was in there one night telling me about something called like Soylent Green or something. We're gonna leave you to the bug burgers and the paper straws, man. I strapped my ankles with double-sided tape and I found Nest. Yeah. Gonna leave you to it, man. Gonna leave you to it. I'm getting this one is gonna come together though, even if it's taking me some time. This one is going to come together. I think that attention to detail is important. You never want to make these to where, even if it's not exactly perfect, it can be close enough. I like to do these pen sketches though because they feel really raw, even if they're like, They have a rawness about them that I really gravitate towards. Rawness, ambidextrous to max, for sure. I like these designs though, even though it's like more simple Pokemon. It makes for a nice challenge. Makes for a nice challenge. And I'm gonna draw one more bro's ear. Brett said draw Chun-Li. You know what, man? Maybe eventually, bro. One day. One day, someday. Who knows, man? Who knows what the future holds? I just doubt I'm gonna do it right now. Who knows? Y'all ain't gonna be able to guess this one. That's for sure. White-tailed deers. I don't think I'm gonna do no. This one isn't gonna be formal wildlife. I'm keeping this one more lighthearted with some Pokemon. I can hold spiders, snakes, wasps, etc. But June bugs scare me. I think that it's fair to have your own level of tolerance, man. I think that with some stuff, I would prefer not to pick the bugs up. But if it really came down to it, if I had to hold something, I would much rather not hold some. I feel like I remember seeing something about the kissing bugs. Not that that's what you said, but I remember it was like something about it being an infestation issue where people had been pretty much bringing them over and they didn't have like a natural predator. They had been just multiplying like crazy. Stuff just be going on, man. Yeah, all bugs are disgusting. Like they cool. I just don't want them up on me. Especially, that's crazy, man. Some of the little bugs gotta go. I'm cool as long as the bugs are staying away from me, man. That's like my rule of thumb. We good until we're not no more. Like the more I'm looking at it, Ampharos is literally June bugs are harmless, but they flap and squirm. It just scares me. I know like every so often where I'm at, we'll get like it'll be just cicadas everywhere. And cicadas, whenever they rise up out of the ground, they will just fly around like crazy. They'll fly all over the place. They'll be all over the place. They'll just be everywhere. I don't think they really be, I don't know what they be doing, but they just be kind of going crazy. You ever seen a camel spider? Nah. Fortunately, I have not seen a camel spider. Am I missing out? That sounds like something that would live in like a cave or something. A camel spider? Cicada have been getting disrespectful. I be feeling like I see cicadas every year, and I was told at some point in my life that they only come out every 17 years. That was clearly some extreme cap, because there's no way that you only see them every 17 years. That's some BS. They live in the desert. That makes sense. Like I'm thinking for some reason like maybe they might live in some cave or a cavern or something. But that clearly is not the case at all. That's where I done been at. I've never really been to the desert myself. I've been in caves though. I have been in caves. It's always intriguing to me whenever I be seeing the cave dive people going into the caves. I done heard about some of the crazy cave dive stories. People go down there and like really get stuck. I've only went into just low key caves. I remember learning about limestone and basically the way that limestone works. Somehow the oil in our skin, if it comes into contact with us, water doesn't. The oil in our skin, it pretty much destroys the limestone somehow. We were told basically, you said besides how? My bad. My bar. I don't know what you mean, Silver. It was some type of way that the oil in our skin, it can like destroy the limestone. The composites. Ampharos is my favorite electrotype besides Jolteon. That's crazy. I know. Hey, hang on, man. Let me see about that. Can our skin oil limestone? What does it do? So pretty much, I think it messes it up somehow. Limestone is low on the scale of whatever the scale is. I mean, it does something. I just don't know. I don't remember what it does. You're wrong, but what time? Coolest? Yo, thank you too, Perry. It definitely does something to. It does something. I can't like formulate exactly what goes on with it. Serious. Diamonds are the hardest on the scale. But I wasn't even talking about which one was structurally the most, like, there's a word for it. I don't know what the word is. I'm not going off of hardness. I'm going off of just genuine. Somehow our skin messes it up. Imagine a power roar. I'm sure power roar will be alright. I don't really want to do power roar on here. Power roar probably be a cool with. I thought it was vibranium. Vibranium is crazy. Yo, vibranium ain't that what the Black Panther had in his suit? Vibranium. That was like the one where he was able to be agile and fast. He was in the ancestral plane. You have a YouTube or not? Yeah, I got a YouTube. I'm under the same name over there. It's under Shades of Jason. I do have a YouTube indeed. I was about to say, I know that the Black Panther, he was in like the ancestral plane. And yeah, vibranium. I remember having like a philosophical debate. Just it only exists in the Marvel universe. Nah, I mean, I knew that it wasn't a real thing. I remember having like a philosophical debate in between picking the heart-shaped herb, the super soldier serum, or the goblin serum. I think kryptonite exists. Hey, bro, I'm at a point now where nothing will really surprise me. Somebody probably got some kryptonite somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Somebody probably do got some kryptonite in a little cave. That in the Omnitrix. Nah, this ain't Pregnant Fox either. Goodness. Lock in. Lock in. It's something else entirely. This is another little cool Pokemon. I just refuse to say who he is until the whole line is done. That's been like my strategy. I cannot admit to who this little guy is. Who is this? You wouldn't even believe me if I told you. Who got kryptonite? Hey, you gotta always keep something that's ready at all times. You never know whenever I'm in danger. Who is your opposition, bro? I'm in danger. If you manage to make Superman that angry to where he's hunting you down, what could you possibly do to make Superman want to off you, bro? Like what? How do you pull that off? How do you upset Superman? I feel like I'm not like the biggest fan of Superman. But if you manage to make Superman, you said steal his girl, bro. Either that or saying Martha. Dudes really died about that name, Martha. I don't even remember that movie, but I just remember dudes was really on the brink of death off of that name Martha, man. The name Martha really made people crash out. That name Martha, dude. People really dudes really almost get sent to the astral plane over that name. Like, who knew that a name could have that much motion, that much power? How'd you find out you even could? Superman, the most broken. Superman, Superman, the most people person. You make him mad, you deserve to be exiled. I'm not like the biggest Superman guy, but I think so too. He's a regular dude. He's like a journalist. He's like Peter Parker. If you mess around and upset Peter Parker to the point where he wants to off you, I'm standing with Peter on that one, bro. We are beyond the point of like you managed to anger Spider-Man, bro. I'm not drawing glizzies either. Like, how did you manage to upset Spider-Man, bro? What's wrong? What's going on with you? If you manage to do that, you got whatever's coming to you. I want to see Jerry. Who's Jerry? Disrespect, but how Playboy Cardi's son name is Onyx? I don't know. You gotta ask him or his mom's, man. I'm like, what? I don't know. You're asking me. I didn't really have they didn't consult with me. They weren't like, yo, Jason, man. Naming our son Onyx. I wasn't really, cause they didn't consult with me, bro. They didn't really consult with me, Silver. Talk about it. She chose Clark, but he chose Superman. Same with Batman. I thought you was the no. Nah, I didn't. Man, they didn't give me the phone call. I don't know them. I don't really know them in real life. I don't know Cardi. I like him as an artist though. Definitely don't know dude. You guys said to me like, oh yeah, they gave me the phone call. It was like, yeah, man, we trying to cook up a name for dude. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I told him the name little dude Gilbert. I told him the name little buddy Gilbert for the character development. Name him Gilbert, man. Said name little buddy Gilbert for the plot, for the character development, the rite of passage. Anyways, young Gilbert, named little buddy. Hey, this is almost done. I'm thinking I want to put like another little Pokemon on her, another or two. I'm going to sleep. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy, Killing. If you had superpowers, you gotta give me something that's like astronomical. Like I need something that's crazy. I'm trying to be moving like Nagato Pain. I need something that's dope. Don't give me nothing weak. I'm gonna be honest. If you give me superpowers, I've spoken on this before, but don't give me like laser beams. I want something that's gonna warp reality. Or at least something that has like a magnitude to where it's dope. Jolteon is the best electric type besides Luxray, am I right? I like Jolteon a lot. I won't even lie to you. Luxray is pretty smooth too. Is that Ampharos? Nah. This is not what you think that it is. That is a false statement, and it is a false statement. That is a false statement. Let me say world physics. Bro, it is. Bro, nah. It's not. It's not. I don't even know what Ampharos is. I've never heard of Ampharos in my days. Never. Never in my days at all. That's some bogusness you're trying to accuse me of. It's like an electric dog type. You say Manectric? No, you said electric. I don't remember Manectric, electric. What is electric? Electric. What is that? Oh, that's the thing that turns into Manectric, I think. Wait, we on the same, man. We on the same wavelength. I'm a little bit rusty. I'm a little bit rusty, man. It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute. I'm no longer who I once was, man. I'm no longer that locked in. Not as much as I once was. Yo, thank you to Mr. Rocks. Y'all, Officer Jenny or Nurse Joy? Nurse Joy. If I were to draw the two. Now. Manectric is that's like a solid suggestion. Manectric. Both of them, solid. So I respect it. I respect it. Now I shouldn't have told you. What you mean by that? Hey, brother. It's understood. It's understood. Does not need to be explained. It was for bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Do you be drawing anime? No. I don't do any anime at all. I refuse to draw anime. Refuse. Manectric. I'm genuinely getting egoed. What do you mean? Nah. Egoed. It ain't even like that. It ain't even like that at all. Believe me. Believe me. These false electric sheep design is beyond woke. Draw Foxy then, bruh. I've turned a new leaf. Foxy, I no longer will do. I done changed up, man. What are these requests? Yeah, I'm not really trying to. I done changed up. I done turned a new leaf, man. I don't really. Foxy. Unvote him. I tell you, I'm a changed person. I'm a new changed person. New day. New me. New direction. Fluffy. Honestly, it's between the tree and Hopper Tree that had the best Johto design. What is my spelling? Unvote. I knew what you was saying. I never seen somebody go about it that way. Unvote. Tyranitar is goated. I like Tyranitar's design. I don't want to draw bro on here. Kind of same with Foxy. I like Tyranitar though. He's solid. Luffy. No. I don't think I will. I don't think I'm a dude, buddy. I ain't really feeling him. Feeling him, I'm not really. I have a screenshot somewhere of your Tyranitar. It's still up. It ain't like I didn't like hide it or nothing. If you have to do all that, it's publicly up. Gengar. Nah. I like Gengar, but I don't want to put him on here. I like Gengar a lot, but I'm not looking to put Burrow on here at all. Man, one of my favorites just randomly woke up. Yo, what's up, Paul? Good morning, good night, good something. Hey, man, it works. Though, do request. If you got an idea, throw it out there. This one that I'm doing now was something that somebody kind of like threw out in the chat. I like the idea enough to do it. For real though, I ain't gonna lie. Time zones, timeline, it works. It works. Sometimes you just ride out the wave and just seeing what happens. Sometimes stuff just be working. Bulbasaur, the best typing in Pokemon. Charizard. Can you buy them? If you have one you're interested in, DM me. You only got to worry about ground. You know, I'm not really I'm more of a casual player, but I really appreciate the designs of Tyranitar and stuff. I definitely appreciate the aesthetic. There's some Pokemon where they might not be that good. I like the way that they look enough. They're on the team forever. That's goated. I've always been a big fan of Dragonite. Dragonite's solid. Ichigo from Bleach. I haven't really, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really branched out that much anime wise. I've done a little bit of Pokemon, but it's some characters that people have definitely requested. And I put you on to what a kaiju is because of Tyranitar. Remind me again what a kaiju is. Thank you for the army too, Paul. Remind me again what a kaiju is. When I hear kaiju, for some reason I think of a fox. I don't think that's the right label. I do appreciate the 27 goats too, Paul. A fox is definitely not. It's the same thing as Nidoking and aren't they just monsters? Like, how do you even conceptualize that? Like, how do you a kaiju, a monster? Yeah. Nidoking would be another one that I have not done. I would like to do eventually. Nidoking, maybe Nidoqueen. That's how they conceptualize it. Some kind of monster. Well, it makes sense. Nidoking is cool. I like Nidoking's design. I remember playing through Fire Red. It was weird. You had to wait to a certain point to evolve him. Because if you didn't, he wouldn't have access to all his moves. He would kind of be trash. Or just not as strong as he could be. It's been years, though. It's been some years since I played. I had somebody on here telling me one night they sat there and they brought the old games to the Nintendo Switch. Blastoise, if I see a photo of Ichigo, could you draw him? If not, any worries. If you want like a commission or something, I probably won't do them today. I won't even promise them, but if you want like a personal commission, I can. Just DM me. I'm definitely not gonna promise, bro. I'll be so all over the place with these pages. So take that how you will. I have some things that people have been waiting for a minute. And we talking about Leviathan or Nephilim. Maybe Yeti or Kaiju or Bigfoot. The most that I've ventured off into direction-wise with stuff like that is Mothman. I'll go ahead and bet you in ways, but I was about to say, I got like stuff I done promised like a minute ago. I just, it kind of ends up in the backspace above Kaiju. It'll end up in like the request back rooms. I might get to it. It just might take me a minute. I got like a nice little lineup of things. Different subjects, different topics, different themes. The nose. This is like a little Pokemon. Gyarados. I like Gyarados. That is a really good design too. I like Gyarados a lot. That's easily. I like Magikarp's design. And we talking just strictly design. I'm pretty sure that from what I remember, Gyarados is pretty strong too. Especially Gen 1, he evolves at like level 20. Extremely solid. Extremely, extremely solid indeed. I know who it is. No, you don't. You don't know who this is, bruh. No, you don't. I'm gonna name my dog Electrike. It's a little buddy. Little buddy. I remember somebody telling me that they named out their dogs Buster. It's still so insane to me. I could not imagine renaming my dog the exact same thing. Or my dogs the same thing. We named out 3 of the dogs Buster. That's crazy to me. That lives in it's gonna live in my head forever. I know who it is. Oh nah. Houndoom is my favorite Pokemon. Houndoom, he got a cool little design. He got that dog aesthetic. Houndoom he's the actual dog. For real. Like he said he's black, gray, and red. So I'm saying he's true to the actual, like he's a dog, man. He's actually a dog. Goated. I never really used Houndoom like that, but I was aware of him. What generation is it? Is it raining or what is that popping noise? It's like a fireplace ambience in the background that I'd be putting on in these. It is a fireplace ambience. Johto. I said, like, I know he's a little bit older. No, he's definitely a little bit older, but I'm like, I can't really place what generation he's from. Yo, remind me again, what games is Johto? It's not that I sleep on it, but you gotta think, man. There's like 1,000 different generations. There's like a million different games, a million generations. The background is so tough. Hey, thank you. It's like a million different generations of games, man. Manectric and Electrike. Johto's Gold and Silver. I don't sleep on it. Actually, I be kind of glazing Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I didn't play Gold and Silver, but I play Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The remakes. Definitely played the remakes. Solid, extremely. It goes red and blue. Gold and silver. Definitely, I was definitely taking part in the gameplay as Ruby and Sapphire. Like I might not have like got every single. You can still appreciate them though. You can still appreciate them for what they were. Definitely still appreciate them for what they were. Indubitably, indeed. How does one even acquire this skill? That's 1 to 5. What is it, like your own order that you like them? I picked up on this. You learn through doing. The more you do, the better you get. The more that you do, the better you get. That's the strategy. That is the strategy. The more that you do, it gets a whole lot better, I would say. That is the magic. Going from last comment to first, whole through combos between himself and us. That's how, yeah. Sometimes you gotta stuff just be working, even when it doesn't. Stuff just be working, even when it does not. Man, I love your style. Thank you. Stuff just, hey, it gotta come together. It needs to come all the way together. Even when stuff don't make sense, it gotta make sense. It's all by design, indubitably. It's all by design. Indubitably, indeed. Glad you finally getting after black and white. It's X and Y. I got like a rough idea for the order. I remember playing through X and Y with my brother. That's crazy that X and Y is like 10 years old now at this point. Games are primitive technology. And Sudden Moon. I played Sudden Moon, but they made like a second one. And I kind of stopped. I ended up buying it. I just never played it. Why can't you do any Digimon? I mean, ain't really nothing against Digimon. Just not really as like tapped into Digimon. That's funny. Not even like a minute went by. Not even 30 seconds. I remember going and buying the games. I couldn't bring myself to play them for some reason. Your mom went 3 ways talking out loud, talking to us in the drawings. Hey, yo, don't be tracking the chaos of these lives, man. That's just how it goes sometimes with these. I be all over the place. 3 different conversations plus it works even when it doesn't. It works even when it doesn't. I be doing it and I don't even notice that I do it sometimes. That's tough. Do you do tats? Nah, not at all. Not at all. That's so funny though, because like I said, I'll do that. I'll shoot off in like a million different directions. There's been times I was talking to my grandmother and she would catch one thing and focus inward. She would kind of focus on the one thing that I say instead of kind of like doing the multiple. I respect this crazy watch in real time. Scribble with tats go hard. Yeah, man, the tats. Some tats, and I'm sitting down. That's some focus. That is some focus. Some scribbling tats in different shape designs. Might scribble up some knights. Do you know what Generation 10 is? No. Yo, Jason, what's good? You don't have a name on my screen. Your name is Symbols, but I see you, bro. I see you. I'm drawing in his tail now. We getting somewhere, man. It's a little tail. We getting somewhere. But yeah, man, that's definitely funny. Pokemon Wind and Waves. Is that a legit game? I know they had one game, man. What fire types have you done? I couldn't even immediately tell you. Wind and Waves. It almost sounds fan-made. It almost sounds fan-made. It's confirmed. What you mean somewhere? It's been 5 minutes and there is a whole drawing and 8 combos. Hey, you asking the real question. You seeing? We getting wherever we're going. However which way. You too woke. Facts. Too woke. Too woke. That's really what's happening. All right. French Knight helmet. No. Here is Electrike. Now for the finale to this page. For the moment the people have all been waiting for. We got to get a drum roll going. Full steam ahead, everything. I don't really think I'm going to add nothing that's more night grounded. Nothing on here at least. Nothing that's overly night based. I'm going to do something else that matches the design I already had going on here. All right, y'all not going to believe who the next one's going to be. Not unless you've been here just for the one-line tats. I know you was asking Paul what he thought about the one-line tats. But I've avoided doing tats. It's been something I've been asked a lot about in these live sessions, though. People ask me a lot about tats or maybe doing tattoo designs or just designs in general. I know that is what comes with it. But I haven't really stepped into the playing field of I'm going to sit down and like actually scribble on somebody. I feel like that's a different game within itself. You know, I'm not saying it's impossible. But pen and paper is so much different than actual tats. Yeah, but you got to think about my actual, like the medium that, like the way that I do this. I've spoken on this before, but people ask me about just. I don't know if you really want me on. I don't know if you want me really scribbling on your arm, wherever you want to get a tat. Like really sitting down and slowly scribbling. I don't know if this will really translate the same way. It depends on the size of the needle. Yeah, I've spoken to tattoo artists though before, and they were. That's where I've been getting pulled at. People really trying to get me to jump into tats. Who knows though? I mean, who knows what the future holds? I'm at a point now, bro, where I'm kind of nothing is impossible timeline wise. Nothing is just completely impossible. As a tattoo artist, what size needle you would use? You should, man. It'll make you bank. It's a Shameless Plus add your Pokemon Go. Sorry, the Pokemon Sheet. The Pokemon Sheet. That's a jump. Going from the sessions with my pages versus people. It's a jump. It's not impossible though. Who knows? I might mess around and change up and just decide, you know what? Tats it is. Tats it is. And what if you draw it then trace it? Imagine. I don't know. That would be a jump. But you were offering a solution though. It could work. I'm not saying it's impossible though. I just need to strategize how I was gonna do it. How it was gonna get done. Y'all not gonna be able to guess this next evolution though. Who else I'm gonna put on here? He matches. He definitely does match. It doesn't matter who's gonna actually catch. I don't think I've done any of these evolutions since I did a page with Eevee. Eevee's pretty cold. I love the Lich. You weren't the first to mention the Lich on this. It's so funny because the Lich has been coming up more often than not. If I were to go back, I've been wanting to kind of like do some Adventure Time stuff because I really wanted to do the banana guards. And you've been watching for a minute. If I go back to Adventure Time, I'll consider it. Definitely. I told you long ago I want you to do it. Oh, the Lich. I mean, I'd be doing skeletons and stuff anyway, so I mean it's right in the lane of what I would normally do. It's right in the lane. Is it definitely. When I go back to the Adventure Time, since it's been mentioned so many times, I would definitely, we talked about anime for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it'd be so much going on in these lives. I be kind of like going through like whole evolutions. I might be doing anime some night. I might do Cartoon Network. Who knows? I'd be kind of just hopping on, hoping for the best. Some high-rise invasion. It'd be a lot going on some nights. Be a lot going on. But when and if you only want the ambidextrous artists I've seen on here, so I would love to see that in that. But that's it won't be that long because I've been meaning to go back to Adventure Time as it is because I really want to do some banana guards. My Hero Academia won Anime of the Year. I never watched it. Yeah, I haven't either. You aren't the only one. There's a couple of animes like that. People really love it. One Piece is another one. People really love One Piece. And I know it seemed like I'd be hating on One Piece, but I haven't really been able to bring myself to just fully go into it, you know? Jujutsu Kaisen is good. I'm just at a point, man, where my attention span is so cooked. I need to be doing like just sitting down. If I gotta watch it and I gotta be like, oh, it only gets good after the first 7 seasons. It's like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. The One Piece is like, yo, what's up, Julia? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. No hate though. Mister, I'll take it. I'll take the L. Nah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more to come. It's gonna be a lot more to come for sure. This is only the beginning. I've spoken on this briefly, but what's really gonna be the thing you don't want to miss is the upcoming fall. Rip to Master Jiraiya. Oh, for sure. He unfortunately, that was like he was fighting again. Hey, that wasn't a good matchup. It was over. It was over before it even began. Rip to Buddy, though. Rip to dude. It was not a good matchup at all. Y'all not gonna be able to guess who this one is. Some people, I know some of y'all might be typing or consulting with ChatGPT. None of that, though. None of those shenanigans. Not on here, not on here. I'm trying to get the perfect amount of spikiness coming off of his little coat. I like his design a lot. The little Pokemon I'm doing on here. He easily. Umbreon. Nah. Definitely not Umbreon. Ooh, Jolene. Nah, this ain't Jolene. Starts with a right. Nah, this is Jolene. Start with an S, right? No. Jolene. Jolteon. Well, who knows? All I know is that whomever he may be, whomever this is based on, is a very, very great Pokemon. Flareon, of course not. Of course not. Oh, the purple one. No. Definitely not, bro. I think some of y'all just trolling for the love of the game. I respect it. Definitely not the purple and pink one. I know what you're talking about, though, but no. Jolteon, no. Perhaps, I mean, maybe. Your eyes are deceiving. Your eyes are deceiving you, dude. I use them in all my battles. Nah. Nah. I'm never saying nah, like, hey, that works. That works. I gotta do his coat. Eevee. Dude, the last time I drew this Pokemon, I did something that was way more ambitious than what I would normally do. I messed around and I did like all the evolutions. That was like one of the craziest pages I've done. All the evolutions on one. It's a little bit older now, but that one was crazy to do. This is Charizard. All right, retrospect. It's definitely not Charizard. You got to put some respect on this man's name. Charizard is crazy. You know, man, we don't do that here. Charizard, don't do that here. You've lost the plot. You're I think you too, Desi. You've lost the pop. You've lost the plot, bro. You've lost the plot. Charizard, that's stepping. That's out of line. Bro, it's Jolteon. Nah. Wait, what? Are you using both to draw? Well, no. Well, nah. Your eyes are deceiving you, bro. Everyone who thinks the Eevee evolution are cats, go away. I've never in my life met a person that was like, the evolutions are cats. I'm not buying that. Cats, bro? They don't even, they look like, I feel like they look like foxes or something to me. If I had to put them into a categorization, they give me the vibe like they're foxes. But I mean, I could see Sylveon being a cat though. I could see Sylveon being a cat. I'm glad I found you. I followed you on your other account. I forgot the name of your account. Hey, welcome back too, CJ. The Ninetales. No. I could see the argument being made for Sylveon. That's the only one where I could be like, okay, but then again though, I don't know. They look like foxes and cats. Fox is not a bad estimate, but foxes are like, they're like dogs with cat software. I don't look at them and think, that's a cat. Their mannerisms though, I can see it. I can see why somebody would think it's a cat, but they're not. They're more like foxes to me. They give me a fox vibe. I don't look at them. I think they're probably Pokemon. I mean, yeah, man, technically, of course, but if you had to compare them to a real life counterpart, I'm not looking at this and going, that looks like Chester. No, I'm thinking this looks like a fox. Foxes are dogs with cat software. See, you get it. You get it. Nah, this ain't Ash Ketchup, man. Foxes are literally dogs with cat software. The way that they move, the way that I see videos. I didn't even know you could just have foxes as pets. People just be having foxes in their houses. That and raccoons. Perhaps a marsupial of some kind. I don't know about that, man. I don't look at Jolteon and think to myself, that looks like a kangaroo, bro. I mean, I could see, I don't agree with a cat, but I could see a cat over a marsupial, bro. Then again, though, I mean, who knows? They said we Pokemon. They said they Pokemon, bro, so who knows? You might be right. Like, whoever created them is gonna be like, yeah, I just, you said we too woke. Oh, no, we not, bruh. We just friendly TikTok bantering. We're not conspiracy theorying over here, nothing. Y'all be trying to set me up for some of y'all's questions. Dogs or cat software. I don't know who's messing with. Hey, stay trolling. Yeah, that Ash Ketchup. Marsupial. Marsupial is like kangaroo pouches, man. Yo, did y'all know that koalas got kangaroo pouches? Or not kangaroo, they got like little pouches though. They'll carry their little ones in their pouches like kangaroos. You're the first one to say it. Say what? Oh, you talking about, yo, the chicken. Wait, somebody said something about, I might have misread that. Bro, history, nobody has said that. Hey, man, who knows? They're like cats. They're like little cats, man. But they're not. They're definitely not cats. I can't look. They ain't chickens. No. I think you might be a little bit hungry, bro. You might be a little, you starving over there, man. Somebody get this man a beverage or two. You got me. Well, I don't know about that, man. Gotta hit you with the default NPC, yo, man. The default NPC speech. I'm sending thoughts and prayers your way, bro. All the thoughts and prayers. I'll send some lamb chops on the bottom. I'm sending you some thoughts and prayers, bro. It's all about the thought that counts, man. Some thoughts and prayers. Some steady handshakes too. Cause you can't ever have too many of that. Cats are more wild than dogs in today's times. Dude, I don't think that you can't really tame a cat, man. A cat is never gonna do what you want a cat's gonna always do what a cat wants to do. Like, your dog will stand by you forever, but a cat, you better not drop around your cat, man. If you drop around your cat, you're gonna be dinner. Even if you still alive, you're cooked. A cat is a little apex predator. At the end of the day, all that lovey-dovey, kumbaya, sunshine and rainbow stuff is going out the window. You better keep it together around your cat, man. Little Chester, he's literally gonna eat you. Little Chester. But little Rufus, on the other hand, he'll think twice before he eats you, at least. Rufus will think about you before he just completely just Jolteon, definitely a dog. He's the realest of them. But I don't know if he looks like a dog. He looks like a fox. I can't look at bro, because the reason I say that, like, I don't look at Jolteon and think to myself, that look like a husky, or that look like an American bulldog. But for some reason, I could look at him and see a fox. I don't know why. Jolteon the hedgehog. Sonic is a hedgehog. I don't look at Sonic and think to myself, that's clearly a fox. Sonic is... Really, Sonic, no, he don't look like a hedgehog either, but I just, I didn't create him, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. I know that his government name is Sonic the Hedgehog, but he might have just did that just to get some, I don't know. I don't look at Sonic and think to myself, that is a hedgehog. Nah, man, I don't know what that is, but that's something. See, when you compare Ninetale and Arcanine, they're both, Ninetales is man. Arcanine looks like a dog. What are the evolutions? They're definitely something. You good? Are you drawing from your head? No, I was looking at reference pictures. I'm not gonna lie though, y'all. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It has been fun. It has been fun indeed. Anything I did tonight will be up in time lapse. I'm gonna turn it all into time lapses. It won't be gone forever. But I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. It has been real. And yeah, man. Until next time, y'all have a good night for sure. I'll see y'all in the next one, the next live stream. It is.